You are tuned in to episode 51. Yes, I said it. Episode 51 of the Goodfellas podcast. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. Hey man, I got everybody's favorite up in here, man. Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless in the building. What's going on with you, player?
Oh man, another day to talk this good boxing talk. A few different topics we can hash over. I'm gonna let you make the calls, and I'm gonna do
Hey,
my one too.
hey, listen, man, we got a lot to discuss, man. A whole lot to discuss. Gary Russell coming off of loss this weekend. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, with that we need to chop it up about. Anthony Joshua, I know I personally got word that that he took the 15 million. He came out with a video saying that he didn't take the 15 million. Tyson Fury been snapping on videos all day today talking about AJ Dillian White. He called them wet lettuces. I was cracking up, yo. I was like, what the hell is a wet lettuce? Like, yo, Mr. Shenanigans be on point with the trash talk, man. So we got a lot to talk about today. Before we even get into it, Burt Wood in the building, man. Big shout out to Burt Wood. Willie G in the building. Say what's up, fellas. Willie G, what's going on with you? My God, we must have spoke you up, bro. Stay ready in the building, bro. Big shout out to Stay Ready in the building. Give me just a second, bro. I wanna. Oh, you know what? I sent it already. Where you want to start, bro? You want to start with Gary, or you want to start with the
Let's go,
AJ
Gary.
thing?
Let's go,
Let's
Gary.
go, Gary.
What
Well,
you?
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I
Let's
mean,
go.
if you really want to get the crust of how I felt about that evening, y'all gotta
Mm-hmm.
look up the latest article on G5JeffTV.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great read. Give
Mm-hmm.
you a crust of how I was feeling about the event in itself. Now you
Right.
talking Gary Russell. I
Mm-hmm.
thought he did a superb job for a dude that had one on. Superb
Facts.
job.
Facts. Facts.
I don't think he won though. I don't think he won. So
Okay.
that being said, scorecards were about fair to me. You know what I'm saying? I could have seen the draw. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at that draw either. So again, it was judged correctly in my estimation. But and the guy performed. He could have quit. It was the fourth round. It might have been a no contest. You know what I'm saying? So he still would have had his belt if he would have, took another route. But then that would have been a whole nother bit of conversation. And whoop, why take the fight if you knew you was injured? And he got re-injured in the fight. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it wasn't as if he came in the fight and the shoulder was dead. It went dead when he had that toe-to-toe situation. And
Right.
you're going to let your hands go when you're in a situation like that. And I mean, that shoulder didn't react well. I thought his knee went out and all kind of stuff. It looked real bad
Yeah.
for a split second there. So,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No,
So,
that's a
like, yeah,
fact.
but I ain't mad at him for his performance. You know what I mean? I think he earned, respect from the fans to a certain extent, if he didn't already have it. But he definitely got a little bit extra from me because you could have folded and kept your belt.
The thing that's crazy, like you can try to do things to kind of raise your profile with fans, and sometimes it just don't work. You know what I
True.
mean? Like sometimes it just don't work. Sometimes you got to do what's best for you at the end of the day. Now we knew in advance from baby girl that he had an injury going into the fight. And he had a decision to make. It's either he was going to fight or he wasn't going to fight. Once you step into the ring, though, like it's war. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's war. Like he did a lot better than usually a guy with one arm would do. And I like me personally, if you had it a draw or you had it 7-5 McSial or you had it 7-5 Russell, I'm cool with any of those scorecards. If you had it like 9-3 McSial, like it's just like come on. Like come on. Like you know what I mean? Like but some people had it like that. And I feel like people be
They,
judging fights off emotion.
that's my point too, because if you looked at I don't know, is it Farhood that's on that Showtime? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, his car was 5 rounds, bro. And I'm thinking, at what point did your boy put the foot on the gas and cap these rounds? Like I'm
Yeah.
I'm questioning where you saying he running away with it too. So,
Yeah.
these guys, man, he been off too. He been off the last
Yeah,
couple
his
times.
joint. Yeah, his joints. Yo, his
They
joints be
they might
way
need to
off.
yeah, they might need to get another look from some real solid ones like myself or
I was getting
somebody
ready to
that's gonna
say,
keep it going.
listen, they need somebody like you or somebody like me to actually get on there and really chop that game up because they so used to having the same guys and they go with the conventional way of thinking. Like they need to change up their unofficial scorecard person. You know what I mean? They need to really
He's
change that up
terrible.
because they be
Yeah,
off. He
he's
be
terrible. Most of
off.
them are though. Most of them are. I know they got a dude for Dezan that Villanueva or somebody
I
like
can't
that.
stand him, yo. Can't
Yeah, bro,
stand
he
him,
is
man.
extra
He's
terrible,
trash.
bro.
He is
Yo,
trash,
he on the
bro.
Jack Reese side of the game for me, bro. I don't got no respect
Damn.
for his boxing
Damn.
mindset, bro. Like, don't even talk to me about boxing, bro, because you so house fighter, you so, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just float on this dude coat wagon. Like, come on, bro. Like, just keep it solid. If he on, he on. If he not, he not. You know what I'm saying? If the other
Facts.
guy's doing
Facts.
work,
Yeah.
acknowledge that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, I'm not disacknowledging that Mark McSowell was doing work. He made the fight. He
No, that's a
literally
fact.
that's in action, made the fight. So you're giving a extended credit for that. Now you can
No,
get
that's a
to
fact.
where it's like hope, you know what I'm saying? Now you can get the like, yo, you ain't doing a lot though. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So this is
Right.
allowing Russell to stay in the fight. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm kudos into the judges, man. I respect those scorecards all the way around. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? That
Okay.
you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
just cap it like that. Now I'm hearing some things from Haney and with his dad. Well, not per se Haney, but Bill Haney was real hardcore on his feelings about Gary Russell. Now,
What
this
he
to
say?
me,
I ain't hear nothing. What he say?
it was on Champ side. So big salute to Champ side. I was going to actually tap in right before we linked up on here because I had just came across it before we went live right now. And I'm thinking like, the fight was a few days ago and you still, you know what I mean? Like, and then you and this boy and your son probably will never cross paths. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely personal to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
this
Mm-hmm.
camp to camp sort of situation. So I mean, I don't know if that's good or bad for boxing. It may be good for the
Yeah.
boxing streets and the clamor, but it might
Yeah.
not be good for the industry in itself. If you know what I mean, you just got all this friction behind scenes of events and these guys crossing paths at events and things like that. You really don't need
Yeah.
that sort of smoke.
Yeah. I mean, Gary's pretty much out of the equation now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's kind of just you just throwing fuel on the fire. Like at this point, you know what I'm saying?
Kicking a dog with a broke leg. Yeah, that you know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying.
absolutely. Willie G said vlog. He said you had it a draw.
Nah, I gave it to Mixai. I thought he edged him out a couple rounds. I give him a couple round advantage because if you look at some of the rounds that were real close, he still always had the punch edge. So and the landed punch edge, and obviously the landed punch is thrown. So you got to give him the edge, but you still appreciate the boxing from Russ, staying in the fight, not folding, not looking for a way out the side door. You know what I mean? So respect that.
Yeah, second Ezra in the building said peace to the boxing family, man. Peace to you, brother. He said I think Messiah needs some work on his footwork. He need to work on a lot of things. He needs work on a lot of things, man. Like seem like his thing is
Yeah,
just go forward and punch. Go ahead, look.
yeah, let me expand on that a little bit, Willie. I'm not necessarily saying this Max Syal in himself. Like, okay, I think it's the voice, bro. I appreciate Freddie and what he's done for boxing. I respect him. This is no disrespect, but my dude, his in fight instructions was not there that night. I mean, like, I think this is the last fight we should see him in that position, not per se in the gym position. Don't take him out of gym position. That's his gym, that wild card situation and everything. So don't take him out of that. But the fight, you got to have a voice, especially a Filipino voice. Maybe these guys are speaking the same language. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't think he was getting the right instructions. The pep talk wasn't even that great. He just basically saying, you just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Like 12 rounds of that, bro. Like, what am I paying you for? You see what I'm saying? So I just think he wasn't getting the proper in-fight instructions that night, and he could have done better if somebody was in his ear giving him a little bit of help. It's
I'm a
still up to him to physically pull it off, but
yeah, I'm gonna give Mixayo credit from this angle. Like he was able to perform despite all of those things. You know what I mean? Like not getting instruction in the corner in between rounds. To be honest with you, he didn't really look like he was prepared. Like to be honest with you, I mean from a technical standpoint. And Gary is not necessarily the easiest guy to look good against either. Um, he's a southpaw. He's a speed guy. Gary's footwork is not great, but his upper body movement is really good, especially for a shorter guy, which makes him a harder target. So Gary Russell does present certain elements to make your job at the office more difficult than usual. So I'll definitely give Mixayo credit for staying mentally in the fight and not getting discouraged and things like that, and just continuing the fight. You got to give him credit for that. I thought Gary won 7-5, but like I said, I don't have a problem with anybody having it for Mexia. I don't have a problem with that. I don't think it was a robbery or anything like that. I respected the scorecards. I respected the scorecards. I didn't look at one scorecard and say they was far off or anything like that. Like I said, I felt like the judges did an admirable job. Because it wasn't the easiest fight to actually score. Because you have the five criteria you got to go on, and then you got the human element. So it's kind of like, how many rounds are you giving to a guy that's handicapped? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's a lot of different things playing in your mind in terms of who actually won a particular round. But I feel like Mixayo, he deserved the victory, even though I scored it for Gary, but I don't really score rounds like typical person. So if you had it for Mixayo, I'm perfectly cool with that. Let me see. Willie G said I had an 8-4. Some people, yeah, I mean, some people had an 8-4, you know, Mixayo. I don't know which way you had it. Um, now if you had an 8-4 Gary, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think the most you can get Gary was 7-5. I know now. I know Boots and Boozy Ennis was saying that Gary Russell like won the majority of the rounds and all that. I don't agree with that, you know, but a lot of people are taking that opinion and kind of running with it, you know. So
see, that's the difference when you want to just judge the other elements of boxing. And the key thing of what the key thing that makes those elements look that much better is when you're landing punches. So he was looking good at controlling the ring, where the fight took place at, things like that, but not being able to get off, bro. And then you threw the same punch, bro. You didn't change that left hand, bro. You went up, down, maybe 3 times throughout the last 8 rounds of that fight, but just in general, you were throwing the lead left hand. You didn't throw no hooks. You didn't step around and throw that hook when you with the spin off step around and throw that left hook that way. He didn't diversify that punch. So I think that didn't help him with scoring as far as being able to still do work with an injured arm. He was doing that. I'm giving him credit for that. But if you wanted to spice it up for what you were doing, change
right,
that punch up, bro. Just change
no,
that
that's
punch
cool.
up.
Before we move forward, I gotta actually give a couple of announcements. I should have did this in the beginning. Big shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV, man. Retweeted the live on Twitter. Definitely be showing love, man. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Um, secondly, Boxing First Vlogs YouTube channel was at 940 right now as far as the subs is concerned. I listen, I got the bottle of champagne in the closet right now for when he hits the stack. Now I had to ship him out of I had to cash app him so he get his own damn bottle. But I got his bottle ready. Matter of fact, hold on a second.
I'm working hard in these streets, man. So the numbers is moving, I think, because I'm trying to put out some half decent content, attacking boxing from different angles, trying to not to always roll with the mainstream mindset. But good, look at G5. Shout out to G5.
Hey
Yeah,
man, I
we get
got the
ready.
bottle. I got the bottle ready, man. I got the bottle ready.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you know. Uh, so when we hit 1,000, we're gonna get on here. We gonna celebrate. We gonna pop a bottle
Yes,
for my
sir.
guy. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
I'm gonna pat myself on the damn back. Because I just hit over 1,000 on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Not an easy feat when you're
Uh,
doing it off the muscle. You
yeah,
understand what I'm
that's what I'm.
saying?
This from the soil, baby, straight from the mud,
That's
man. I've
straight
been
from the
grinding on this
mud.
channel for about 3 years, bro, and just to see these numbers creeping here, and then they don't move at all, and you're like, what am I doing with the whoop? But it's just stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Keep trying to run my 1-2 with this game, man, and try to
And
get a folks a different angle of boxing to look at it from. You feel me?
yeah,
That's
so
the
I
flow.
copped this bottle before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I copped the bottle before Christmas. I was like, when you hit
Thought
the
we was gonna
1,000,
be
we
there.
gonna crack that thing open. Yeah,
Yeah, I
we gonna
thought we was
crack
gonna
that
be
thing
there.
open. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get there. But I definitely had to make those announcements off top. Um, Willie G said Haney said Gary lost to a bum. Oh, okay, okay. I like
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
yeah. I mean, listen, man. These dudes, man, is like they really be in their feelings. Like when they go back and forth with fighters, they really be in their feelings. Like for real, for real. Like it don't just be cap. Like they really be in their feelings. Willie G said he had an A4 McSial. If you had an A4 McSial, I'm cool with that. Depends on how you score a fight. I mean,
Is that
um,
8-4 sounds like to me? I mean, just looking at your 8-4, it just sound like because he was pressing,
exactly.
not
So if you're a
because
guy
it
that
was effective
judges rounds
pressing.
by who's pressing and who's doing those things, then definitely, like for sure. Uh, the alias that is VP Shane is in the building. My sports says stuck in the trenches, but I'm tuning in, man. Big shout out to the family right there, my little bro. VP Shane, man. Willie G said 8-4 McSial. Miles Williams in the building said I said the G5 Russell upset is just that inactivity. Miles, you did say that. I will definitely give you that.
No, I
Um,
didn't say it. I bet it.
now vlog
Check
bet
out
it.
the IG.
Vlad
I
now
bet it.
vlog bet it.
Now I didn't
My
do it on the
man
site,
Matt, my
but I'm
man
not gonna
Matt
lie.
bet it too. I think my man Matt bet it too. Big shout out to
I
my
bet
guy
it.
Matt. He
Yeah,
might be the only
and my
person I
shit
know
hit
bet more
too,
than
but
I
they
do.
cheated me though. I could have had a clean sweep on that ticket too, bro. They did me dirty on that knockdown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to
Oh
I
no,
need to
they
holler at
did.
Eddie. I
Yeah,
need
they
to holler
did.
at Eddie, bro. You owe me double, baby. I ain't even gonna put them
right,
numbers out and make him look
right,
bad.
right.
He owe me double.
Um, Willie G said pressure and activity. That's the thing. Guys like pressure and activity. Like, but you have to the thing about pressure and activity is the other guy has to give the judge a reason to give them the round to negate that inactivity. Just because you're making a person's pressure and activity not effective, you still have to be effective offensively in order to get the round. That's what people be
Let me
forgetting.
ask Willie this: how did he see the Cruz tank fight? Now you saying pressure and activity? Cruz had some pressure, he had some activity, but he was wild and he was missing some shots that is judgy, eye catching type of shots. So you're crediting the defensive fighter in those type of misses. So
Well, the
I don't
thing
know. I
that
mean,
though,
it's
Tank,
interesting the way he
but
saw that fight.
But Tank did a lot of offensively to offset a lot of that too. He was effective offensively. He gave me a reason to give him rounds despite uh being defensive. You know what I
Well, I
mean?
think obviously Russ did the same thing though. So Russ
I
gave you a
thought
reason
I
to
thought
give him.
I thought Russ did the same thing too, but I mean I think but Tank obviously was more dynamic doing it. Um but Tank actually showed a certain level of discipline. A lot of catching counters, a lot of catching counters. Um, Actually, Isaac Cruz did a better job defensively than what I thought he was going to do. You know what I mean? So I just
His height, that bowling ball style that he had helped him so much because he basically was in a turtle shell
yeah, because he and
most of the fight.
you could
Like
tell he
yeah,
did his
knees
homework
and
too.
elbows already touching.
Yeah, you could tell he did his homework too because he blocked every single like that winding uppercut that Tank throws. He was going like this the whole time. Like so you could tell he did his homework with that though. VP, I hope I get home in time to touch on AJ and Dillian White. Yeah, we gonna get into that. He said, well done on the Blunt Truth segment. Yeah, go check my man out on the Blunt Truth segment, man. The latest one was on fighters wanting respect from their opponents, like actually in the ring, like just
Basically, Canelo.
yeah,
Let me keep it
Canelo.
solid.
We talk
This Canelo
Canelo.
chasing for respect is bonkers, bro. He ain't the only fighter because Makabu was doing it when they fight
Mhm.
was announced.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
lot
I
of,
just
and I
appreciate the opportunity. And I'm like, what the? Bro, do
that's what
you
I'm
really mean
saying.
you
Like,
can't wait to beat the snot out this dude?
yeah,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm confused. I'm
Yeah, that's what
confused.
I'm saying. Like it's crazy, man. But for the people that didn't watch that segment, that's probably gonna be one of the hottest segments just on any boxing channel, the Blunt Truth. Featuring my man Boxing First Vlog on his channel, man. Definitely go check that joint out. Miles Williams, what's your site vlog? I need to tap in. Let me I'm gonna hold on a second. Miles Williams, I'm gonna send you his channel, um, the link to his channel. I gotta get it though. Um, hold on.
What you need me to do, man? I ain't got no phone or nothing with me, so I
No,
can't be.
I got it. I got it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Um,
But yeah, bro, I was just speaking on just now. What made me really bring that up? It wasn't the cat. It started with Plant. Let's just keep it honest. That was weird, bro. I've been around boxing a long time, bro. I ain't never seen that shit. Now I've seen it years later. Fighters come back across each other's paths, or they speak about certain
that's
guys.
different though.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about right now. You're in the moment. What are you talking about? And then you talk to Amir Khan, and he, what, you throwing cap and you surfing at the same time, bro? I'm, bro, I couldn't even really get the. I mean, bro, I was all over the place in that video, bro. I read that shit, man. I said, what the fuck is this dude doing, bro? Like, and you get ready to get a fight. So what you gonna do with Brooke? You and Brooke gonna be buddy buddy after all of this shit talking and all of this nonsense for the past 5 years? At least these dudes been going back and forth since social media's been growing. So what they gonna do after that fight? They gonna kumbaya like, bro? I ain't got no respect for it, bro. Stop trying to chase some respect from a dude that you don't have to deal with. It's not, this dude is not in your everyday life, bro. It's not like he part of your boxing circle. And yo, I gotta deal with this guy, wooty woo. Like, come on, bro. Bro,
Yeah,
I ain't got no respect for that shit.
yeah. No, that's 100% facts, man. I just put vlogs channel in the chat.
How
So
Shane
you
be
know,
seeing the chat, man? I can't see no chat. Oh, there you
you
go.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay, I
down the
got it
bottom.
now.
It's down the
All
bottom.
right, yeah.
So, hey, Miles Williams. So it's down the bottom. Um, Willie G. I had it close also, but Tank was hurt also, but he did enough to win. Um, yeah, I think Tank
Respect,
had a
respect.
solid performance. He had a solid performance.
I
Like he
think I
had
had
to
that one seven
adjust.
five too. To be
I
honest,
think I
seven
had. I
five
think I had.
or eight
I think
four
I had an eight
could have
four.
been.
I think I had an 8-4
Yeah,
Tank.
8-4 could have been more to the proper side of my call too.
Yeah, Willie G. Nah, Tank was busier with injury. Yeah, I mean Tank did his thing, man. He just showed you a different element to his game. That's all. Willie G said I had an 8-4 also Tank favor. Um, T Finney. Actually, you know what, bro? Um, I'm gonna send you the link because vlog. He was actually at the fight. He's in the group chat. The legend in the group chat.
Okay.
Just bro, put a one in the comment section whenever you're ready to jump on. I'll shoot you the link. He said it was a good card to watch live. Awesome experience. Probably one of the best cards I've been to live. How was the seating, bro? Like, was the seating? Was it basically every seat in the house was a good seat? Was it kind of like a Blue Horizon type vibe? I never been to a card at the Borgata. Pink Furry Goddess in the building. Big shout out to the Pink Furry Goddess. Pink Furry Goddess, can you do us a favor? Can you tell us whether Gary Russell's gonna need surgery on that shoulder? I think that's very
He
important.
was talking like he was though, bro. He was talking like he was,
Hey,
cause
Pink Furry Goddess, can you find that out for us? Like for show, for show.
yeah, he was talking
Said
like it ain't no.
She said, I'm at work, but I'm here to support you. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Pink Fairy Goddess is family for sure. Let me get
The
this
bot.
person up out of here. Get the
That
bot up
was a
out of here. BOT. Get the BOT up out of here. Let me, you know what, bro? Let me send you this link right now, good brother, so we can get you up in here. Because I really want to get your opinion on what the vibe was live. You know what I'm saying? He copped these tickets early too. Copped them early. Um, but where do you see where do you see Gary going from here though, bro? Where do you see him going from here?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. 130, 130. Give yourself about a good year for that shoulder. Find out where you at with it. I would go surgery. You know what I mean? That way you can start the healing process a little quicker. See, because when you go on the natural route, I think you're gonna have more downtime. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like where you're waiting for your body to kind of naturally rest up to even start the healing process. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you want, so I think he just need to go on in there and get it fixed. If it's not too damaged to fix right away, he still might have to wait a certain amount of time, week,
yeah.
2 weeks. You know
And
what I
he
mean?
said a torn tendon. If it's a torn tendon, he gonna need surgery.
Oh yeah, there ain't no way around that.
Yeah,
That's why I
there ain't
said the
no
way
way
he was
around it.
talking, it sounded like surgery to me.
Yeah, he said yes. It was very close, kind of like I was ringside. I'll send you some pics afterwards. Willie G, he's gonna need surgery. I'm thinking he's gonna need surgery. Um, the fact that listen, he deserves a lot of credit for going into the ring with that. Um, and the reason I said I respect what he did because you can make an argument that he won the fight with one arm, and we know you remember Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But he went into the ring with a bad wrist, and he couldn't do anything offensively, like against Joe Smith. Like, he couldn't do anything offensively. You know what I mean? And he hurt his wrist. I think it was like the week before the fight. You know what I mean? So like, just because you're injured doesn't mean that you're gonna be able to do anything offensively. You even take a Berlanga. Berlanga in his last fight, he had to get rotator cuff surgery. I couldn't imagine how much pain he was in when he fought, and he got knocked down in that fight. And people don't give him any credit. You know what I mean? Guys that go in with them type of injuries, it's hard, man. It's hard, man. Pink Furry
Y'all get, but
Goddess.
y'all give, but the young VP don't give Dev no credit for still being the elite boxer he is, with having
Yo,
lost his power.
VP Shane is very cold hearted. Like he is very, very cold hearted when it comes down to these fighters, man. Uh we got the legend in the building, bro. What's going on with you?
Ain't much, man.
Hey
Chilling.
What's
man, hold
happening,
on.
family?
But yeah, man, it was to me, it was a good experience live. Like I would say
Yeah.
this was probably like far as a big card, this was probably maybe the second best one I've been to.
Mm.
And like
Now,
the seats were like real good. Like I honestly thought I would have been further back, but it was like kind of like ringside to be honest.
right, right.
Cause I
Um,
seen like I said, I seen Ennis and Cool Boy like right from where I was sitting, and I was in like row H.
Okay,
okay.
So
okay,
it was
yeah,
like it
that's
was
what's
real
up.
close, man. Like the crowd was lit too.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
seemed like a lively crowd too, man. You had a lot of
right, it was
cheering. You
lit.
could hear this one broad a lot. It was one broad. My girl pointed it out. She was like, "Why she yelling like that?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yo," so I guess
Yeah,
they were kind of close. Now that you think
yeah,
about it,
yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that was the first time the Borgata has actually hosted a major card in a
Yeah, I
long
think so
time.
too. I mean, this was my first time even being at that casino.
Yeah, because that's the Borgata was supposed to be a upscale casino when they first built it. And this was around the time when everybody was getting a license to become a casino. So there was so many casinos in people's home states. They weren't traveling over to, Atlantic City and Vegas and things like that. At one point, maybe what, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you couldn't get into a casino unless it was in Vegas or it was in Atlantic City. It was like exclusive, like secret society type stuff, like you know what I mean. So
Right.
that now, as far as the layout, like as far as like the seating and stuff, um, how was the seating? I know yours was pretty much close, but you know how some places you can have like the cheap seats. It's really like you can't see nothing, or you got some cheap seats and it's like every seat in the house looked like it might have been a good viewing
Yeah,
seat.
yeah. I think every seat in the house looked like it was pretty good because like inside it wasn't that big. It wasn't that
Mm,
big. So like if you go out, like if you stepped out and wanted to get a drink or whatever, and you came back in, you could actually go to your seat by walking up front, or you could actually go up the bleachers. And I actually went up the bleachers, and I was in the back, and it was still a nice view. I just wanted to
mm.
stand back there and see how it looked, and it was still a real nice view.
You know, because the
Right.
reason I
Yeah.
asked you that, bro, because I'm from Philly. Vlog is from Philly, so
Blue
probably one of
Horizon.
the biggest. Yeah, the Blue Horizon is probably the greatest like boxing setup you could ever see because it was just
Mhm.
it's almost like it's almost like you standing in your bathroom and you looking into your bathtub. Like
Right.
that's how the setup is as far as the Blue Horizon is concerned. Like it was absolutely crazy that view. So when I hear places like the Borgata,
Mhm.
places in Atlantic City, I'm like, what's the overall vibe in there? Because I'm like, if every seat is a good seat,
Mhm.
then those spots should sell out.
Right.
They should
But
sell out.
I actually would prefer that kind of venue because like I've
Hmm.
been to other big cards. Like I went to Tank's card and back in Baltimore, and when he had a hometown fight, I believe it was 2019, and like
Hmm.
that was it was very big in that arena, and like the security was real strict there. But like here at the Bagada, man, like it was everything was laid back. The security wasn't strict or nothing like that. I mean, like if you got out, like when I went to Tank's fight, if you got out your seat, they'll try to make you only just go to the bathroom. You know what I mean, so the security there was real strict. But
Wow.
here, man, like people were getting out of the seat multiple times. You know what I mean? Security wouldn't even say nothing to you.
And you know the thing that's crazy? Somebody before I get in the comment section, somebody was actually streaming the fight live, like
Right.
at the Borgata. And I don't know if somebody told somebody in security, you could literally hear them in the live, right? They was
Mm,
like, yo, you want to cut that phone off. You streaming the fight. And dude was like, yo, I'm not streaming the fight. He's on live saying
yeah.
he's not streaming the fight. Like, so
Yes.
it's crazy.
Well, my girl actually she actually recorded on a Facebook Live, and they actually booted it off for doing that.
Yeah, see, that's
So
what I'm
so that's the
saying.
same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing that happened to me with the Tank fight. I recorded a little bit, and the next thing you know, they took it off. So I didn't,
Yeah,
I didn't take no chances doing that. But
yeah.
it was some ladies in front of me that they were recording live. Like they recorded the whole fight live with Russell and Mark. They recorded the whole thing live, but I'm not sure if
See,
they were on Facebook or something
that's
else.
the thing. If you just recording it like just on your phone, but you're not
Yeah,
using it like to go to stream, then you
right.
good. But if you streaming in any way, shape, or form, like it's crazy. But let me get in these comments real quick, bro. Um, where was I at? Pink Goddess. Yes, I didn't want to speak about it before the fight, but his shoulder was in bad shape. He will need surgery and he won't return for a while. See, that's what I'm saying. Like I figured that. Um, and I was joking around saying we may not see him again until 2024, but that ain't even no joke now. Like you may not see him until 2024. And he's gonna be 34. He's gonna be
36,
34, 30. He's 33 now, so he'd be 35. He'll be
36, yeah,
35.
something like that.
Yeah. Willie G,
Yeah,
I
he's
agree, he
33.
deserves credit, but don't make 33. Yeah. Willie G, I agree, he deserves credit, but don't make excuses after the fact and say he won. I mean, he didn't do enough to win. That's a lot of people's opinion. Keith Thurman is in a lot of danger. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm gonna get to that in just a second. That Matias kid looked good, reminds me of Tito Trinidad. I ain't gonna go that far. The thing about Matias is Matias power is there. Like his power is legit. Like because you know that your boy lost to him, vlog.
Who?
Subriel Matias. Your boy lost to him. What's the dude you had beef with?
Oh, you talking about
What's my man name?
The boy from Baltimore.
Yeah. My man from Baltimore. I
What's his
forgot his
name,
name.
man?
His name's slipping me, but
Yeah, I mean that's because you know, I mean he
that's the
okay. I
same
ain't gonna
guy.
knock the
That's the
brother.
same guy. That's the
Yeah.
same guy.
He too small for that dude though. This boy Matisse a big boy, man. I mean, shit,
Nah,
he
big.
looking right for welterweight to me. I ain't
Yeah, he
gonna
a big
lie.
dude. Yeah, he a
He
big
looking
dude
right for
for sure.
welterweight to me.
Yeah, big dude for sure.
Hawkins.
Yeah, Malik Hawkins. Yeah, he beat
Malik
Malik.
Hawkins.
Malik couldn't put a dent in that dude, man. Like he was just walking through him like he was RoboCop. It was crazy.
Man,
Pink
Malik was
Fury got
getting
his.
the business from the boy Price too, bro.
Yeah,
So
he was getting the business from him too. Pink Fury got his. Keith Thurman is in a lot of danger. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, I actually want to touch into that. I'm glad she said that. Vlog. If I don't know if you've seen the odds yet, but the odds were very surprising to me. Did you see the odds?
no, I didn't
No,
I
I
ain't
ain't
I
see it.
ain't tapping
You
yet.
ain't see an Evil Legend?
No.
All right. So the last time I checked, Keith Thurman was only a minus 165. That is crazy. I'm actually gonna check
Terrible.
right now. That is
That's terrible, bro. That's
that's
terrible,
It's
bro.
probably because it's inactivity.
yeah, I'm gonna
Bro,
check
but
right
hold up.
now.
Look at it this way though, legend. You the bigger dude. So why wouldn't you
Right.
be a favorite? This dude is a 140 cat.
Right.
Yeah,
Fighting at 140. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
I know
they
when
really
he fought what's his name, Josito Lopez, he didn't look good in that fight though. And
and
if I'm not
this
mistaken,
is
he had a big
I had
layoff
an
before he fought him,
8-4.
right?
Yeah, I had an 8-4, 8-4-7-5 for Keith. Actually, I had a 7-5 Keith
man,
Thurman.
I
7-5.
think he lost the last 3 rounds, bro, because he literally circled the ring the last 3 rounds, bro.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen that from him for a while. People was estimating, people was talking about injury or something during that fight. I remember that fight. So I didn't have
Right.
Lopez winning the fight, but I didn't like how Keith took his foot off the gas either. It was kind of like what Porter did with Ugas. He kind of gave those later rounds away to make it actually look like, bro, you could have lost this fight. You see what I'm saying? Especially when you
Yeah.
lose what's considered the championship rounds.
Yeah.
That's the rounds that people really remember.
Yo,
Right.
do you think it was you think the odds are that low for any reason outside of the inactivity? Because I don't think so.
Could it be an injury?
That's
Could
a
be weight
good
issues?
question. That's a good
Could it
question.
be weight
I
issues?
don't know. I think it's too early. I think it's too early for the weight thing, but the injury thing possibly. Because Gary's odds was pretty low.
Yeah, he was
Gary was what, minus
280.
something? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
fight night. I think he ended up being like 240 or something like that, like 240. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see. I don't think Keith Thurman is really in danger from a boxing standpoint. I think he's in danger of in terms of how long it's going to take for him to get into a groove. I really don't see I don't see what Barrios can do against him to win this fight. I don't see it.
go
I just don't
forward.
see
That's
it.
it. Same way Manny, everybody that affects Keith Thurman from the last 3 fights I've seen this dude. As long as you putting the foot on the gas, he's gonna be ineffective. He's and which is crazy because YSM said this dude is the best back foot puncher in boxing. And he got
I
knocked out on the back.
I
Well, he got dropped on the back foot by old ass Pacquiao.
I thoroughly disagree with that.
I'm
But
just saying, YSM did say that.
I thoroughly
But that's my
disagree with
point though.
that.
If you look at it, Josito Lopez put the foot on the gas in the later rounds, got him going backwards, outboxing. Manny Pacquiao did it a few times throughout that fight and just outfought him. I wouldn't say outboxing, but yeah, that to a certain extent. If Manny if I keep coming forward, I'm throwing these combination punches, something's going to land, and I'm obviously going to be advancing myself on the scorecards.
Well, the thing with Thurman though, he did take over the back half of that Pacquiao fight.
Well, Manny's the older guy too, so my thing was, I'm not talking about the fight in itself. I'm just saying what I saw that affected Thurman in a negative way.
No,
And this is
I'm with you. You actually have to do those things with Thurman because you can't let Thurman control the real estate. If you let Thurman control the
exact
real estate, you're gonna have a
and
long
control
night.
when you fighting. You got to
Yeah,
make him fight when he don't want to fight.
yeah. It's just the things that you have to do to beat Keith Thurman. I just don't think Barrios is capable of doing that. Now, if he had a fight or two at 147 to get himself acclimated to the weight, and then he fought Thurman, then I would have more confidence in saying so. But for him to take his first fight at 147 against a guy like Keith Thurman, and I expect for him to do all of those things that you just mentioned to give Keith Thurman problems, I don't think he still might be shell shocked from the Tank knockdowns too. You know what I'm saying? So
I you know what I looked at that as, bro? He looked at that more as a payday and a respect earning type of fight.
no,
Like
he
say I
came in to win
turn.
that fight, bro. I can't give you
That's what
that.
I'm saying. So
Oh
he
yeah,
looked at it.
that fight.
I'm saying after the fact, if you because he doesn't even consider that talking during the build up for this fight. He's not on some lagging sort of conversation as this is something in the back of his mind, and you could tell when he's having these little interview situations, he's bringing that up, bro. I disagree with you on that one. I don't think that stoppage because it wasn't like a KO like that. He actually got stopped on his feet. That's a big difference from some Amir Khan. I'm laying down flat on my back and my mind in Mars and my body on Venus type of shit. You see what I'm saying? So those sort of knockouts, I get what you're saying. Those are lingering, bro. That's what I didn't understand. Like, bro,
What was that? What was that again, bro? Give us that again. What was that again?
the man was so flat on his back. Right. He wasn't in his body, bro. Like his soul was on Venus and his mind was on Mars, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, I mean, he was going on the way down. Like he had left the planet on the way down. He was before he flattened out on the canvas. He was gone, bro. And you sit here talking. This is a year later. This is years later. You're talking about how you earned this man respect during the fight because you were up on the scorecard. Like, bro, what the fuck does that matter? They dragged you out of there in a stretcher. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Dude, again, man. If you get a second, my guy, tap into that blunt truth, man, and
I'm gonna send you the link in the chat. I'm gonna send you the link to it in the chat, man.
Bro, these cats out here begging for this respect, and I didn't see that from Barrios. It wasn't like Barrios was on some did I earn Tank's respect because I was technically up on the scorecards. Like he hasn't spoke on that like that, bro. This is what I'm saying. You gotta see.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's the thing with Barrios is just when you take a loss like that, you don't know how you're gonna come into your next fight. Like and that goes for anybody. You come off a loss like that.
You think that was that bad, bro?
Bro, you seen the end of that fight? Now he wasn't on. Bro, he was definitely on Saturn. I ain't gonna say he was on Pluto and Mars. He was on Saturn for sure. He was on Saturn,
bro. He was there. I think he was mentally there. His body had been gone because he was taking some shots. So I'll give you the body had taken some shots, but I think he was mentally there because he was still standing there.
That guy that had 10 too many shots at the bar, that's how Barrios is looking against Tank, like in that 11th round, man. We don't know how he's gonna respond. Legend, what you think about the Barrios and Thurman fight? What you think about
that? I'm just kind of I just want to see how Thurman would do. Like, I mean, he's been laid off for 2.5 years?
It's been over two.
Something like that since July 2019 when he fought Pacquiao, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's a long time.
I would give it to Thurman right now, but I'm not really too familiar with Barrios, but I know when he fought Tank, man, he did look big compared to Tank, but I know that this was at a lighter weight though. But you said Barrios is moving up to 147, right?
Yeah, that was at 140.
I think Thurman, if the ring rust don't hurt him, I think if he's still good with his movement and everything, I think he'll probably go by decision. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, so you leaning towards G5 paying me and VP Shane because I heard the word decision, and your boy Jeff.
I listen.
Yeah, I just
Hey,
going for
hey,
decision with him being inactive for 2.5 years.
hey,
I
bro.
mean,
Hey,
that's
legend,
a
Hey,
long
bro,
time.
bro.
hold up, Ledge. He ain't knocked nobody out in about 8 years.
Listen,
Okay,
that's cool.
all
Listen,
right.
legend. When I win this bet, right? The
Mm.
next time we hit a fight together, I got you at the concession stands, bro. But it's gonna be courtesy of Boxing First Vlog and VP Shane, man. I gotta say,
All right, that's
I
what's
gotta
up.
say, you know what I'm saying? I got you on the
Hey,
concession stands,
hey,
man.
it sounds
For
like you
sure.
gonna get a cup of water.
Mm.
Oh, that's funny. Let me get in these
So,
comments real
so in
quick.
this and the fight is it is
February 5th.
$75 pay-per-view, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So
We can
now
get into that.
a lot of people
We
not
can get
really
into that
happy
in a
about
second.
that, are they?
Absolutely not. We gonna get
All
into
right.
that in a second, though. Pink Furry Goddess
All right.
Matthias is a damn tank. He definitely a tank, like for sure. Willie G, Thurman in danger. How Barrios moving up the welterweight. He's a smaller guy. That's what I'm kind of banking on. Willie G, he's coming off a loss, and his last surgery didn't go well. I don't know. Um, Pink Furry Goddess said, I prayed for Keith Thurman. Pink Furry Goddess, don't bank on Barrios being a smaller guy. He will be very strong on fight night. Okay. Bruce Goes in the building. Big shout out to my guy, Bruce Goes, man. Number one grinder in the building, man. What's up with you, bro? He said, send me the link. It's the link from yesterday. It's the link from yesterday, bro. Um, He said, number one grind. He said, you trolling me, son. Pink Goddess. I really hope you get your money for the Keith Thurman fight. We going out on a date if I get this money. That's about
Hey, hold
$150.
up, man.
That's
Don't be
about a
wishing for
buck
my
50.
pockets to get lighter.
I
You pay
listen.
the nigga then. Shit.
I
You want him
listen.
to get the money? You send it to him now. Then. You are trying to make my pockets lighter.
Hey, I'm trying to go out with Pink Fairy Goddess, man, on y'all
Man,
dime.
and
On y'all
well, that
dime.
and hey man, she gonna be having bread and water.
She gonna get a T-bone. She gonna get a T-bone steak, a New York strip off of y'all. For sure.
She gonna be on a bread and water dick fucking run. I gotta pay for
it. Man, Willie G. Yeah, the whole $75 for the pay-per-view. I just
I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you that card is not bad, bro. That card is lining. My guy is on there. My guy's uncle is on there. So both the Ramoses is on there.
But the thing is though, like that's
Oh,
a heavy
my
price
legend.
tag
I
though.
just had an interview with my guy Abel. I need you to tap in, man. Tell me, you know what I'm saying? Give me my 1-2. Tell me what I could do better interviewing wise. You know what I'm saying? You're a boxing guy, so I'll appreciate your 1-2. So just drop it in the chat. You know what I mean? Tell me what you think.
So the legend, I gotta do two things. I gotta put his I gotta put the interview with Abel Ramos in the chat, and I gotta put the Blunt Truth joint in the chat. VP Shane has just entered the building. VP, what's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. What's up?
Shane?
What's up,
So
What's up, bro?
I say
What's
we
going
got
on, man?
somebody from the chat. We got somebody from the chat up in here, man. You know what I'm saying? He in the group
What are we
chat.
talking
Shane
about
don't
right
like
now?
new company. Hey, Shane don't like new company.
Who told you that?
Nah,
Yeah,
he don't know.
I'm
Hold
fucking
on,
with
They
you.
don't like me,
Hold
bro.
on. No, the legend is very respectful, so he good money. It's we've let other people in the lives, and for some reason they see Shane face and they just want to go at him. Like I don't know what it is.
God knows why,
All right.
bro.
They don't come at me. They don't come in vlog. They go straight for Shane. Like I don't get
Yeah, I
it.
know.
But
It's all good.
Because I'm
it is
young. Because I'm young, they feel I'm the weakest link.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Willie
don't
G,
sleep on the homie.
don't
He
sleep
like a
on. Don't
walking
sleep on him.
encyclopedia. You
Yeah,
can't
don't sleep
sleep
on
on my
him.
young cat like that, bro. This
Willie
cat
G
is
said, "What's up?"
extremely knowledgeable.
He said, "What's up, Shane?" Willie G.
What's up, bro? Also,
Um,
well done to Blunt for the what's it called, for the interview. You phoned me in the
yeah.
day. You told me, bro. Blunt is amazing. He literally messaged me with no heads up, no nothing. It's only a good thing Jeff gave me the heads up. If you didn't, I literally had to drop everything I was doing. But Jeff gave me the heads up earlier in the day. You just hit me up, yo. I need a live setup.
I'm horrible with this tech shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Tell everybody the
Vlog,
truth. I'm terrible with this shit.
vlog need a tech person, a publicist, a marketing department, all that, man. But we got him covered though.
But I'm working though, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you
No,
working.
I see
Whoever
it, bro.
doing all that
I
Nah,
see
stuff,
you
it,
you
bro.
gotta
working.
be like, yo, this dude got 18 legs and arms. He out here in these streets moving.
Yeah, for
No, I
sure,
see
for
it, bro.
sure.
What we talking about? AJ, we talking about AJ White here.
No, we
What you
we
want to
actually
do?
waited till you got here. So let's actually talk about AJ, Dillian White, Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, uh this whole situation. For the people that don't know, Tyson Fury has been on social media all day, just I mean, posting all types of disrespectful stuff. Against all these dudes. Then there was a report that came out that AJ took 15 million. He came out, said that wasn't true. Alexander Usyk has been completely quiet as usual, and Dillian White, I think he just wants his coins. I don't think
I
he
mean,
care who
no,
he fights.
Dylan White came out today. He said that he just wants war.
Yeah, so I mean, Shane, since you just got on here, let's get it started with you. Just give us your thoughts on that, just that whole situation,
Well,
just period.
I was told that AJ was gonna take the step aside money, but then what I found crazy was the fact that he's gonna take the step aside money, but then he came out and said that he wasn't, or he didn't say he wasn't, but he said, "Don't listen to the media until I say it." Basically, almost trying to disprove or say that whoever's reporting that isn't credible.
I feel like
With
he was
that,
talking to you, bro.
I hear that, this but this is where it starts and stops, bro. Because you can't come out with a statement like that and then take step aside money. You see my point, bro? It's like Blunt saying, bro, it's like Blunt saying, Jeff, we ain't gonna go live tomorrow. And then he publicly says to everyone, we ain't going live tomorrow. And Jeff goes, unless you hear it from me, don't believe it. And then we end up not going live tomorrow. So you can't disprove someone's credibility and then validate everything that you just disproved.
I Yo, if he takes this 15 million and he don't give me a loan for at least 500,000, we clowning the shit out of him for taking that
Fact,
15 million. You understand what I'm
fact,
saying? I
fact.
Now,
listen, and I'm hold on, and I'm throwing my man a legend couple dollars. I'm throwing Vlog couple dollars. I'm throwing Shane couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like to spread the wealth. So AJ, if you take this 15 million and you don't holler at your boy G5 Jeff TV and the team, we clowning your ass for sure. You can't
But
come out with no video like that, and then you
that's a
take the
fact.
money. No,
I don't think that the video was he wasn't taking it. It was just him trying to check the system to like, yo, let's not put the cart before the horse type of scenario. Take y'all time. Let me get the bag first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because we may have hand shook on something or we might get a head nod on a particular issue, if things haven't exchanged, then it's not concrete. You see what I'm saying? So I think that video was more based that way than to per se, I'm not taking it.
I get that, but he started it off by saying, basically trying to say that the people who's reporting it aren't credible sources. If they're not
right.
credible sources, therefore what they're saying shouldn't be credible. If you do exactly what they say, therefore they were credible. So therefore that video was a direct contradiction of your actions.
Hey Shane, I don't know if I don't know if you was on here when I did this, but um, I got my champagne bottle for my man Vlog when he hit his 1,000 subs. Um, Crack that thing open. You know what I'm
When we
saying?
go
When he
on
hit 1,000.
990, when you're on 990, I'm gonna do a live. I literally just gonna do a countdown or something like that.
Yeah,
But
I'm actually for that because
what do you
it's
think, the legend, about this whole situation?
Well, I just read about Josh was supposed to take step aside money, but I wouldn't really want him to. I would say go ahead and get his rematch, and I would say just let Fury and Dylan White fight. But I don't know what's going on with that because I know Dylan White wasn't satisfied with the 80-20 split. So
yeah, I wouldn't have been happy with the 80-20 split neither.
Personally, Dylan White he's in a win-win. The reason why I say he's in a win-win right now is because AJ's in a lose-lose. Dylan White's in a win-win because apparently they offered Dylan White 5.5 million for that fight.
Right.
The reason why I say Dylan White's in a win-win is because he will have first dibs at Undisputed, and he's getting an easy 5.5 million not to fight. And if he does take the fight, he gets a high purse. So you're in a win-win. And then I guess this is the last roll at the dice because the purse bid is supposed to be tomorrow. I don't know if they're gonna push it back again, but that's what the fact that Tyson Fury is in the media all the time doesn't seem smoke without fire.
Well, here's my thing with Dylan White, because he obviously had an injury when he was about to fight Wilder or something, right? So that fight was off, and now he's in line to fight Fury, and then he's not satisfied with the purse. So I mean, you just already had an injury, and now you're trying to back out of another fight because you're saying the money's not enough. I mean, do y'all think 5.5 million is not enough for him? You think he should really get more than that? I mean, 80-20 is a big difference. He's
not backing out of it. He just wants a higher percentage, which I think he deserves a higher percentage, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, just for Dillian White, though, if you're looking at it from a business aspect, if they came at him and said, "Yo, we're gonna give you $4 million and you guaranteed the winner in the next fight," and they trying to give him 5.5 to fight, I'm taking the $4 million.
No, bro, they're giving him 5.5 million to step aside.
Well, that makes my point even more valid. If they're offering him the same amount of, like, so the legend, look at it like this, bro. If they said, "Yo, I'm gonna give you two options. I'm gonna give you 5.5 million to fight, or I'm gonna give you 5.5 million not to fight, and then the next fight you gonna make a minimum of 5.5." Like, obviously you gonna not fight. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you're gonna take the 5.5 to not fight, and then when it comes back around, at the very minimum, they gonna offer you 5.5, so you probably
get the reason why I guess he's looking at it from a perspective of, well, if he takes it to purse bid, he gets more than 5.5 million. But to agree with you, Jeff, if you take it to purse bid after you've already taken the 5.5 million, it's just higher. You know, it's just higher. You're just gonna get more money regardless.
You're gonna get more money regardless. So I understand what Dillian White is doing. This is more of a chess move.
That's why I said he's in a win-win regardless.
Yeah,
he's in a win-win regardless.
He's gonna get paid regardless. I mean, regardless of what he do, he need to look out for his boy.
AJ now, he's in a lose-lose. He's in a lose-lose.
Yeah. He's definitely in a lose-lose situation because it's like, so think about it this way, bro. So let's just say he takes the 15 million, right? He take the 15 million, step aside money. We get Fury versus Usyk. Let's just say Usyk beats Fury. He's right back in the same spot he was before, where that 15 million is not gonna, of course, obviously it's a lot of money, but to be honest with you, it's not a lot of money to AJ.
And you know what I'm saying? The Fury fight's not there anymore. The
Fury fight's not there anymore.
Undisputed fight's not there anymore.
Right. So you're putting a price tag on Undisputed. So it's either you can bet on yourself or you can just take the 15 million. So for him, it's me personally, I don't think he should take the step aside money. Me personally. That's just my personal opinion.
Bro, if he loses the fight.
Let me ask this question. I ain't been in on this yet. I'm gonna tell you straight up, take the money and run back to them silk sheets that you've been comfortable in, bro. We don't need to see your big ass out here get beat up like that. That's my personal opinion.
Let me
ask you this: would he make more money in the rematch, or would the 15 million be the bigger payday?
He's gonna make way more money fighting.
He's gonna make more money fighting.
He make way more money.
How much more? How much more?
Well, he probably make like 30 mil, 25 mil, something like that.
At least 30.
So you get 15 and no ass whooping, or you get 25 and an ass whooping.
Oh, I'm blunt. It's 15, no ass whooping, and you can go into a Tyson Fury fight, undisputed, and go sell that to Saudi Arabia. That's 80 million. Or you get 15, or you get 25 million, lose, and then you lose that Tyson Fury fight. Bro, I'm taking a step aside, bro.
That's what I'm just saying. You take the step aside because you're also giving yourself time to work on the craft You still want to get that dog out of your interior. So you got to still work on that. No, just signing a rematch is not going to bring that dog out. You got to train that dog. So
I disagree with both of y'all. Both of y'all. Now, from a business aspect, I agree with both of y'all. He should take the step aside money. I mean, that's just, obvious. But we've been wanting for AJ to get this dog out of him. I've wanted him to get his heart out of the whole lost and found. This would be a move where this with him not taking the step aside money, that within itself would show me some dog. That'll show me.
But what if he loses to Usyk again, bro? That doesn't mean nothing,
bro. Listen, Shane, but you can't have it both ways. You can't say this dude is a punk, a coward, all this and all that, and he say, "Yo, I'm gonna go and get mine," and then you don't give him credit for it. He got to go get his.
I'll give him credit for it, but you're gonna have another loss on your belt.
I understand that, but that's the risk you got to take. So what's the point in having dog come out? Like, you get the dog that you had from years ago, you throw the silk sheets out the bed, you put the polyester joints on. Of course, you're gonna take a chance in losing the fight, but this is what we want, right? This is what we want, right?
I agree with that, but it just stems back to the original point of, if that was the case, bro. Like, so do you feel the dog's gonna come out during this period of time? Bro, and I feel like if you take the fight and lose, you could potentially go further back in your career than you've ever been.
But Shane, how do you want him to move though? You want him to be a dog? That's what I'm saying. Like, what you want? Like, you can't have it both ways. Like, what you want him to be a dog or not?
He's in a lose-lose. That's what I'm saying. He's in a lose-lose. None of us can guarantee that this guy. Are you gonna lose being a dog, or you gonna lose being in the silk sheets?
No, I don't think. Hold on, man. Let me get in here, bro. I'm not saying how y'all right. Why wouldn't he take a page out of Canelo's book, play the back, let this shit pan out, and come in and beat the easier guy? Because most of the time, somehow, some way, the easier guy ends up with a belt, and somebody comes that has a name, takes that belt.
Hey, Vlog, can I tell you where I particularly don't agree with that? Because AJ's going to be an underdog, whoever wins the fight.
Not against Dillian White, he wouldn't be an underdog.
But that Dillian White fight wouldn't happen if AJ steps aside. Because
if he steps aside, that fight wouldn't happen.
No, I'm saying it could happen down the line once the AJ.
Let me finish. Go ahead, bro.
Once Usyk, Fury, White situation pans out, AJ still there waiting for the winner of that 3-man scenario. You see what I'm saying? You're also still working on your craft while not taking another skirmish on your record, and you receive the bag.
So he needs someone to beat Usyk. That's what he needs.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So if he fights Dillian White down the line, I'm assuming Dillian White's a champion down the line, right?
He would have had to beat either Fury or Usyk for undisputed.
So AJ would be the underdog in that fight too. My point is still the same. He'd still be the underdog.
AJ would be an underdog against a guy he already beat.
If he beat Usyk or Fury, yes, he would be.
Usyk or Fury,
yes, he would be. Yes, he would. Absolutely. That's why I said your scenario. That's what I was saying. How far along will be playing?
I don't see, but that's my point. Hold on. How do you become an underdog against a guy you already beat, regardless on who that guy beat? That guy's style.
First of all, that was a long time ago. Number two, if Dillian White beats Fury or Usyk, he's the favorite going in against AJ. It don't matter that he lost to him.
So you telling me right now? You telling me right now? Floyd and this boy Canelo fought right now. That Floyd would be the underdog in that fight because of how long ago the first fight was.
100%. Of course he would be. Bro. Okay. Canelo's 168 pounds, bro. Floyd has never fought anyone.
I'm not talking about the weight thing, Shane. I'm just talking about the judging the position that both guys are in. One guy's been hotter. Floyd's kind of been, out the game a little bit. But if they were to step in right now, you're saying, based on the fact that
I put my money on. I'm putting my money on Canelo.
Floyd is 44 now.
Yeah,
Floyd is it doesn't make.
No, bro. I'm not. See, now y'all bringing in technical stuff. I'm bringing in the analyst of the.
Give us another example, bro.
What happened is what happened.
You talking about one of the GOATs? Give us another example, bro.
No, that is an example. This guy.
Give me another one.
I would still go for Floyd anyway, because I mean he schooled Canelo. I mean nobody's schooled Canelo.
That's my point.
I'll give you an example, bro. I'll give you an example.
Hold on. Here we go. Here go another one. Antonio Tarver beat Roy Jones. So you telling me Roy Jones gonna come into the second fight the favorite?
He did come into the second fight the favorite.
Why? It doesn't make any sense. You just lost against this guy.
No, so you talking about the third fight. So you talking about the third fight.
Any fight, bro.
Because Roy beat him the first time. I'm just going off your example.
Yeah, you being technical about the fight scenario. I'm just stating those names. I'm not getting into the actual fight scenario.
I got a fight for both of you guys. Lennox Lewis versus Oliver McCall. Lennox Lewis gets knocked out by Oliver McCall. Guess what? Lennox Lewis went into that fight as a favorite because you look at what Oliver McCall had done after that. He had lost the time. He had lost, and his track record went backwards. If you look at what AJ's done since that Dillian White fight, he's had good moments, but he's lost numerous times since then. So that's my point. If you look at the landscape of things, two dudes in a certain direction. If Tyson Fury loses to Dillian White has a better resume, a better name on his resume than AJ. Not to mention the fact that AJ will be coming off a loss. He's coming off a loss.
You know what? I'll give you a better example, Vlog.
AJ Ruiz.
Even better? No, that's a good one. But even more than that one, Fury Wilder. Fury was the favorite.
Yeah, he was 400 pounds.
Nigga,
since y'all want to get into
vlog, I'm not letting you get away with that 400-pound shit. Not today. Not today.
Man, that dude was 400 pounds in them fucking videos today, bro. What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, but he wasn't the favorite. He wasn't the favorite in that first fight, and he was 400 pounds.
He shouldn't have been. Coming off the layoff that he had. He shouldn't have been.
But that goes completely against what you're saying, though. You can go into you can completely.
I said
you can win a first fight.
Guy. I said against a particular guy.
Blunt. Who was favorite?
That's my point. Hold on, Shane. In that fight against Deontay Wilder, a guy coming off such a long layoff, fighting a guy with so much power, there's no way in the world, even though he's technically the bigger man, I'm going to say he's the favorite coming into that fight. Now, in a fight with Dillian White and AJ, whose styles have not really changed in their careers, you beat him with that style in your first fight. I still have to edge you in a second fight, regardless on what run Dillian White may have been on. Because on that run that you just mentioned, he got knocked out too.
AJ's style has changed, though. That's the problem. AJ's style has changed. That is the problem. AJ's style has changed. The way he fought Dillian ain't the way he fought Usyk, bro. Let's keep it all the way 100. The way he fought Usyk was not the way he fought Dillian. When he fought Dillian White, he was coming forward. He was going in the trenches, bro. That's why he ended up getting caught. He said, "We're gonna stand in the trenches and fight." He didn't do that against Usyk.
A vlog. In some scenarios, I agree with your premise. There are some guys that, if they beat a guy in the first fight, sometimes I don't care what the circumstances is. I'm taking the guy that won the first fight in the second one. Now that is the case sometimes. I'm just saying, if Dillian White beats Usyk or Fury, and AJ is coming off of not only losing to Usyk, but now he's coming off of taking step aside money and basically sitting out, and Dillian White's that guy, what I'm saying is Dillian White would come into that fight the favorite off of the run that he's having and his status at that point. It really don't have anything to do with AJ per se, and if he's not less skilled or anything like that. Usually the guy that has the coming off of the big victory is usually going to be the guy that's going to be favored.
How can you have an undisputed champion that's an underdog? That don't even make sense.
They're gonna make him a favorite. They're gonna make him a favorite, bro. They're gonna make him a favorite, man. They're gonna make him a favorite.
I didn't say my mindset was right. I'm just saying how I think. Remember, I don't think like everybody else.
But you would take AJ in that fight?
Yes, I would. When first of all you got something that just gonna kick in extra fire in you. Hypothetically speaking, he has all 4 belts. You're definitely going to go try to dog walk a dude you already beat in that scenario. So, as a betting person, I would think the guy with the hunger that already beat this dude may come in here and not make it go 7, 8 rounds.
Vlog, you just told this man to take 15 million and go back to his silk sheets that he's used to. That's the guy you bet on?
In a fight against a guy that you already knocked out, I'm edging you. That's
The guy with the silk sheets, right?
Yeah,
that's what we going with.
But in a scenario with that, bro, I think there's something with them two. They didn't like each other. You know, you get that grudge match sort of thing going on. That sparks you a little differently other than bag chasing. See, the Ruiz situation, that was an easy bag fight. You fighting a Latin fighter, first time heavyweight title sort of scenario thing for him. All of that. So, you know, I mean, it's a build up. That was a gimmicky sort of fight. I don't think they should have counted that behind the head shot. It was a clear shot behind the head. You let the fight continue, and it is what it is. It's history. But
is AJ the favorite against anybody in the top 5 right now?
Yeah,
I think I favor him against Wilder right now.
I favor him against. Honestly, I favor him.
Hold on. I had some disagreement down at the bottom.
You say you favor AJ over Wilder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think it's chin to hold up against Wilder.
I don't think it's chin to hold up neither. I don't think it's chin to hold up.
I see the AJ Usyk fight. So I mean, did he take a bad beating? Because that's the one fight I didn't see was AJ and Usyk.
He caught some hands, bro. He caught some hands. He
got schooled. But your definition, we kind of got the same boxing background. Your definition of like a complete ass whooping, I wouldn't say like it was like a behind the schoolyard like ass whooping. It was he got hands put on them boxing lesson type ass whooping.
At no stage did he look like he was gonna win.
So do you think he should take the rematch? I mean, we know when he took the rematch for Ruiz, you know, he got his title back, and I mean, to me, with him losing the title, then losing the title again, and trying to fight the guy he lost the title to the second time, I mean, I would probably just take the step aside money. That's just me.
Thank you.
He got his title back, and then he loses to another guy.
Jeff,
you're denying the inevitable though.
Jeff, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Jeff, about the fact that you want to show dog. But let's keep it real, bro. I can't create a scenario where I make AJ even a 35% chance against beating Usyk. Not even a 35% chance.
So y'all want him to be a dog and it's against who though? Against who?
Bro, personally,
I just asked y'all who is he favored against in the top 5?
I told you, Wilder. I think he's favored against by the WBC.
Vlog, I will bet you $100 right now Wilder beats AJ right now.
I think he's favored against Dylan White.
I agree.
I think he's favored against Dylan White. I think he's his favorite. Slight favorite. It's about 55-45, but slight favorite.
Right now, I favor him against Dillian because he already beat him.
That's the only one.
That's two.
That's the only one.
So you tell me back-to-back performances by Deontay Wilder that you still have him, that you're still leaning on his power more than the lack of other boxing abilities.
How many knockdowns did he get against Fury?
But dudes kept getting up.
But it's AJ Fury though.
AJ has Fury-esque size.
You a bullshit, bro.
What they do, bro?
You done walked into the ditch again. You done walked into the ditch again. You just told us if you give AJ $15 million, all he gonna do is get silk sheets in different colors, my nigga.
Jeff,
I'm telling you, bro, he might. Jeff, I'm telling you, I feel like you give him that money, he packing his bags and he going to the hood. I can see him as some serious.
If that's the case, bro, if you think Fury has AJ has Fury type size, then Wilder must be a bum fighter. Because how did Usyk, who's lighter than Wilder, beat someone with Fury type size?
Listen to me. This is where I told you, I think different. The size is what affects Wilder. Hold on, bro. Size is what affects Wilder. So if you fight him with your size, the way Fury did, and the way I believe AJ could do, he could win that fight.
bro.
And I think
You
his
do
size
know
makes
you
him a
do know
favorite
it's
guy.
you do know it's only a 10-pound difference, right? Do you know that?
Between
Yeah, it's
who?
a 10-pound between
Between
Wilder
who?
and AJ. Between Wilder and AJ, it's a 10-pound difference
10 to
based on
15 pounds. 10 to
no
15 pounds.
10.
Yeah.
The
You
AJ
talking
No,
was
about
yeah,
his
that's
250.
last
true.
fight.
He was
Wait,
250
wait,
and
wait,
Wilder
wait.
was 240.
This
We talking
That's
about
his
10
240.
last fight. But his average, bro. We talking about his average, bro. His average, AJ's average is about 240. Wilder's average is about 220.
When is the last time you been at 220?
The
We going
first
average,
Wilder,
bro. He had
first
to
Fury
gain
fight.
weight to fight Fury for 3 fucking fights, bro. So you giving him? So you
But
trying to
his
say
Yeah,
he
weight,
had
when
2
he fought
fights with the
Fury
weight
the
on him?
third time, he came in the heaviest.
yeah.
That's
When he
my
put him the
Came in
point.
the
first
heaviest when
time,
he
he
fought Fury
came
the
in
third time.
214. When
He
he put him the
came in,
first time, he came in 214.
and that
First
was the
fight.
That's
last
my
time
point.
that's the last time he fought at a normal weight. So you mean to tell me, right, vlog, he's gonna go down to 214, 215 from 240 plus, and then you know he not 240 going into camp.
No, my point is, Jeff, you act like that's the normalcy for him. So you telling me he's not? He feels good at that weight, getting knocked around the way he did, or does
It's
he feel
normal for
better
him right.
lighter
It's normal for him right now.
to get knocked around as a bigger guy? When as a
Bro,
smaller
who's
guy,
gonna
you
what
would feel better.
heavyweight? Bro, what heavyweight do you know is gonna go down from 240 to 214, bro?
I
When
didn't
the last
say
time you seen
214.
that?
Who brought up 214?
Because that's his average. That's his
No,
average.
his average is about 220, bro. About 220.
Okay, add six. Okay, add 6 fucking pounds, bro. Add 6.
I could
What
see
we
him
talking?
dropping this extra weight to move
Hell
better.
no, bro.
Vlog,
I
come
can't
on,
do
bro.
that,
Come on. Bro, I'm 240. I'm not dropping down to 214.
I
If I
didn't
Or
don't
say
have
220.
to,
214.
Or
I didn't say.
220.
or
I could say
Or
220. I go
225.
with 220. You like the
I
round
could say
number. I go
225. I
220.
could see him at 225 to move a little better.
Bro, but it's still only a 20-pound difference, bro.
That's
Even if you want to
major
give him
heavyweight.
225.
That's
Huh?
major heavyweight.
But vlog, you only give this excuse for Fury though. Whoever Fury fights, he's 400 pounds. Anybody else, you cool with it?
No, I ain't. I wasn't cool with him being bigger than Otto Wallen and still getting pummeled the way he did.
Yeah, but you never
so,
said nothing
so let
about
me
the
ask
weight
you a
though.
question, son. Let me ask you a question. If what I'm saying is, yeah, you better hope, and this is for every Wilder fan, you better hope Usyk doesn't beat Fury, because this argument of size advantage would go straight out the window because Usyk is lighter than Wilder.
I think that's next.
Who?
Not gonna lie.
Vlog, can I get this
Who?
hundo bet
Who's
between
next?
Wilder and AJ? I ain't
They ain't
getting no
gonna fight,
answer.
bro. They never gonna fight, bro. They
I-
never
I-
gonna fight.
What do you do if you're Tyson Fury right now? You fight. What do you do? Because do you give Dylan White an extra purse? I mean, a higher purse, or you take it to purse bid, or you try and get him to step aside? What do you do?
You get to step aside and you go after the undisputed. If you want to be this dude that you in the media, all this lineal and all this blah 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 blah, go get them straps, bro.
There's no money in that fight. Just to let you guys know.
Yeah,
He's the money. If he's as big as he is in the game, the way he thinks he is, he's the money.
I think he should take the Dillian White fight. I think he should
No,
throw in some extra cheese, and he need to take that Dillian White
Bro,
fight.
he
I'm gonna
needs
tell
to
you
hope
why though.
AJ beats Usyk. That's what
I'm
he
gonna
needs
tell
to
you,
do.
but I'm gonna tell you why though. First of all, that's not gonna happen. Like AJ's not gonna beat Usyk. AJ's not gonna beat Usyk. So the question is, does he fight Dillian White right now, or does he take on Usyk right now? Dillian White is the easier fight, and it's the bigger money. So you throw him a couple extra dollars, you fight Dillian White, and then whatever happens with Usyk afterwards happens because AJ's not beating Usyk. I'm not betting on anybody
All right,
that
hold on.
got
Now that's
silk
my point.
sheets in 8 different colors. I'm not
That's
betting
my
that.
point, bro. If you
Not
saying,
betting
hold
that,
on, if you
bro.
say, so you saying Fury should fight White? Why? When you can
Absolutely.
go, hold up. Now you just said after things work out with the rematch, Usyk's still gonna be there in the same position. So why go get yourself in a dangerous fight? Let's just say dangerous.
I can answer that because if Tyson Fury has to pay Dillian White step aside money, then that means AJ is going to have to accept step aside money. So based off of what he said, he ain't taking no 15 million at the moment. So I'm going off information right now. I'm going off information right
I
now.
get you. No,
You feel
I'm
what
just saying. I'm talking about the route that we believe this guy's. Well, speaking for Fury right now, route he should take. I think he should enforce the payouts and go after the straps,
So
bro.
you should pay
Because
out potentially 25 million to make a
yeah,
person how much?
it don't matter because the fight is the bigger fight down the road.
But
You
but
see
the
what I
thing
mean?
is, but
But to
vlog,
make it that bigger, but hold up, Jeff. To make it that big of a fight, wouldn't having all four of them belts truly give it the
But
extravaganza?
but
no.
but blunt. Let me tell you why I wouldn't do it your way, and I agree with Jeff. Is I'll fight Dylan, get a bag there. Fight Usyk, get a bag there. Then after you do that, you can still fight AJ, which is the bigger bag. If you pay the step aside money, you go straight into the undisputed. None of
I
those fights are on the table anymore
a
at the same
vlog.
value.
Can I add this too? And this is really just trying to get good information out there. To be honest with you, Usyk can't really afford to pay AJ step aside money to keep it all the way at Bane.
That's a
It's not
fact.
really it's not really in his best interest from a financial standpoint for him to pay any step aside money out. And on top of that, I'll add this: Usyk profile increases if he beats AJ a second time,
Again, yes.
which means it's going to bring more money to the Tyson Fury fight. So that's why I said Usyk need to go fight AJ, get that out the way. Tyson Fury need to fight Dillian White, get that out the way. And if Tyson Fury said if he is who he says he is, he's gonna beat Dillian White. If Usyk is who we think he is, he's gonna beat AJ again. His profile is gonna be bigger. Fury's profile is gonna be bigger, which is gonna be more money for the both of them. So I'm just saying delay what you're saying, vlog.
I
I'm
got a
just saying
question
just
for all three of
add
you
that
guys.
fight in before that.
I got
Yeah,
a question
that's how
for
I agree.
everyone.
I agree with you, Jeff.
I got
I
a
Get
think
question.
it in the chat, bro. We leaving our folks out, man.
I got a question for all of you guys. One
Oh,
second, bro.
go ahead.
Um, who has more of a chance of winning? Dylan White against Tyson Fury or AJ against Usyk?
Hold on. Let Legend go first on that.
yeah, like I was saying, I agree with you, Jeff. I think what's the name? Fury should just fight Dylan White and maybe Joshua and Usyk just go ahead and get their rematch and let the winners fight each other.
Yeah. Now to Shane question, who you think got a better chance of winning? AJ for Usyk or Dillian White and Fury? What underdog you think got the better shot?
Uh, probably AJ. I just don't see
Wow.
Dylan White beating Fury at all. That's just me. I don't think Dylan White beats Fury at all.
What you
I
think,
think
bro?
AJ has a better chance.
I'm gonna disagree with you for just one reason. It's gonna
Okay.
be real quick. Is because we've seen improvement from Dillian White, and he also has already shown heart in the ring. We still question AJ's last 3 to 4 fight type of heart the way he's been boxing. So without knowing he's going into that second fight with that, I just personally edge Dillian in the fight with Fury because Fury can be hit and Dillian White will find a way to hit him. So I just give the edge to Dillian for that one reason, just the heart. I think his comes into the fight. We hoping that we get to see that heart with AJ. I don't want to bet on that per se. If I had to bet.
Yeah,
What you think, Shane?
Dylan White beat what's his name, Povetkin. Like
Yeah,
he was laid out flat the first time and beat him in a rematch.
But no, he was actually beating him before he got laid out. He just got caught with a bad shot, which can happen in boxing.
Right.
But the way he avenged that shows he shouldn't have even lost the first fight.
But to answer my own question, why I agree with Blunt is for this one reason. We've already seen AJ versus Usyk, and the truth is, there's nothing, and I say this with my full heart, there's nothing AJ can do, in my eyes, that will change the outcome of that fight, other than landing a lucky money shot. That's the only thing I can see him doing that will get him to win that fight. Landing a lucky money shot. As Jeff says, from bell one, he's got a time limit. He's got a time limit of maybe 4 rounds. After that 4 rounds, if Usyk's not face down on the canvas, bro, you've lost.
Yeah, I think I don't like neither one of their chances. Let me get that out of the way. I want to make that very clear. I don't think neither one of them have a really good shot. The reason I would go with Dillian is because I don't think there's a time limit for Dillian. We've seen Fury knock down early in fights. We've seen him knock down late in fights. We've seen him have trouble early in fights. We've seen him have trouble late in fights.
At the same
So
thing, you've seen Dylan get early knockouts. You've seen Dylan get late knockouts. So he carries
yeah,
that power all the way through.
carries it all the way through. And the thing with Fury and this vlog, this goes to what we were talking about earlier, and it's just me trying to be as consistent as I can. When you're dealing with somebody coming off of fights against Wilder, we don't ever talk about the effects that Fury is going to have after going through that trilogy with Wilder. Like, that's taxing on the body. So I would go with Dillian White for those reasons. Usyk has no damage whatsoever on his body. Nothing about his performances says that he's slowing down. Like, AJ's really fighting the guy um,
In
trending
their
up.
prime.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
their prime and trending up. Fury is trending downward, I think, from a physical standpoint. You don't fight Wilder 3 times. And vlog, listen, even though he's 400 pounds, that goes to show you how powerful Wilder is. He was knocking down a 400-pound dude multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, close to knocking him out. So we have to
And he had a
find
tough
out what
fight
Fury
before
is.
that against Otto Wallen as well. He had a
He
tough
had
fight before.
he's had some tough. He's had a tough. Even though he's a champion of the world, he's had a tough go of it the past like 3 years. He's been in some really difficult situations, which is credit to him for getting out of them situations. But that's the reason why I would lean more towards Dillian White getting an upset over AJ with Usyk. And it's not necessarily a bad style matchup for Dillian White either. I think Dillian White can do a lot of the things that he usually does offensively. It's just I think it's going to be more of a mental thing for him. Like those moments where it looked like he's getting outboxed and outschooled. Is he going to keep his
Yeah,
composure, or is
yeah.
he going to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Is he going to
sloppy.
dig down? Yeah, yeah. But I don't like neither one of their chances, though. To be honest with you, I don't like neither one of them. You know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why I think they need to just get them out the way. Like why pay step aside money to a guy you know you're gonna beat? That's just my thing. Like
You're gonna
if
bring
I
it back to that basketball analogy where you
yeah,
play basketball in the court.
like if I'm not gonna pay vlog $100 to go sit on the sideline so I could play somebody else when I know I could beat them. Like, nah, like hell no. Like let's get this over with. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
wonder
so
who would win a basketball match between you and Blunt.
nah, I would definitely win that
Who?
joint. I would definitely win that.
You
What
and
you
Blunt.
say?
He would
A
win a
basketball
basketball
match?
match.
A
Yeah.
basketball game between me,
I
I'll
might get
definitely
him.
vlog.
I might back him down. Using weight against him. Using weight against him.
He will win in a boxing match.
I
I
don't
will
know.
win, bro.
I don't know.
I'm the boxer.
I don't know. I don't know what his hands is like.
My
I don't
hand
know.
game
I got
nice,
hands.
yo.
What
I
I'll
got
say,
Southpaw,
hands.
baby.
Blunt, is, what
Huh?
I'll say, judging by
Southpaw
your
rule,
track
baby.
record, bro, judging by your track record, you always defend Devin Haney because you also suffered shoulder injury. So you might be punching like a kindergarten as well, bro.
Do them things look like they hitting like a kindergartner, baby?
Devin Haney's got muscles as well, bro.
Devin Haney got muscles too, bro.
I'm gonna have him knock you the fuck out, Shane. I'm getting on my motherfucking nerves. Disrespectful young buck.
Oh man.
This is all love, though.
Yeah.
Tra-
So
it-
what y'all
it's
think
Devin
about
Haney get-
good.
what y'all think about Haney's tweet though to Russell? Did y'all
I
see
thought
that
it was
tweet?
good.
I thought it was fair game.
Yes.
I didn't. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
That's my guy.
What he said, Russell
You
Right.
don't,
lost to
you
a
don't
bum or
call
something.
another man a bum. You don't call that man no bum. That man's a world champion,
Right,
bro.
true.
And legitimate world champion. If you want to get me to slinging cap your way, that's legitimate. His belt didn't
You know
get
what?
nailed.
That's a real good response, yo.
That's
That's
a
a real
good
good response. That's a very good response, actually.
I'm just saying, bro. You my guy. You my guy. But to try to throw Russ under the bus, you gonna shit on another dude. That's the same shit that Khan doing. You trying to give credit to Canelo, but you throwing Floyd under the bus. Floyd didn't want to be responsible for all that glass in the ring. He didn't want the janitors mad at him.
What we
Shane.
saying, Blunt?
Shane.
Go on.
Who you like in the Khan and Brook fight?
Oh, I'm going Khan all the way, bro.
You know he an underdog, right?
What's the under? What's the odds?
It's it here is plus 136, so that's a little couple dollars.
That's
That's
rubbish.
close. This shit close.
But
That shit
bro,
close.
to answer what Blunt was saying though, the facts is, as Blunt said, Magsayo won his belts in the ring, bro. You got your
No, that's what I'm
belt by
saying. That's where it's
mail.
valid. Vlog is 100% correct in regards to that. But I'm just saying in terms of him just taking a
Timestamp
shot
that,
at
bro.
no,
Timestamp that one.
I'm definitely time stamping that. Was that a minute 30? Minute 30.
Minute 29.
Minute 29. No, that's the thing. Like, it was fair game as far as Gary, but like his actual point though, he had a lot of nerve. He had a lot of nerve. And I got a feeling I'm gonna be running into Devin Haney and Bill Haney very soon. I can't really let the cat out the bag.
As much as I like Devin Haney, bro, the criticisms I have of him is only one. And it's not his fault, but he didn't win his belt in the ring. And the only reason why I would use that against him is for Blunt's reason is the fact that you called Magsayo a bum. I don't
I
think
just think that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, but in terms of sending shots at Gary Russell, bro, send shots.
That's
If you send
where
shots at me,
I
send
feel like
shots
it's
back,
fair
bro.
game. I just think I have a problem with the Mixayo comment, not the fact that he was taking shots at Gary. I mean that might be
Yeah, bro, but
comment.
that's what I'm saying. You can't surf on one dude and you throwing cap at another dude, bro. It's the same thing, bro. It's like, all right, I'm gonna ride on you while you down, but I'm also gonna kick this other dude. And he just walked out the ring a world champ, respected by an entire nation.
No, I feel
Just saying, bro.
Yeah, I feel
Just saying, bro.
That's you know, what you think,
Hey,
Leslie?
so Jeff, I had a question.
Yes, sir.
So you said you don't think Gary should have took the fight, right? You think since he had an injury, you think he should have waited. So in that case, if he didn't take the fight, I mean, then he would definitely been inactive for more than 2 years.
No, he has to take the fight. He has to take the fight, bro.
Well, yeah,
That was
I didn't.
mandatory.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was when he got injured. He had enough time to actually get out of that fight to get it rescheduled. I ain't saying like he should have just bailed out of the fight, period. What I'm saying is because of the injury that he had, and when he got the injury, he would have been able to get out of that fight.
You got a few comments.
All right, now you said that. Let me say this and reiterate
But
the injury happened in the middle of the fight. You slide out that side door, bro. Keep your strap, homie.
Go ahead, Legend. Go ahead.
But like he did good to have one arm and go 12 rounds. He did good.
Yeah.
He did real good.
He did good. Yeah, for sure.
That's cap, bro.
Yeah.
No, that's not cap. That's not cap.
That's cap, bro.
Shane, that's not cap.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
I told, hold on, hey Shane, I said this about you before you got on. I said Shane is extremely harsh.
Bro,
when it comes down to fighters, he is extremely harsh.
Can I tell you why it's cap, bro?
Go ahead.
If you make a bed, bro, you sleep in that bed. I don't care who you are.
He did.
And that's why I ain't gonna give you credit, bro. You have to sleep in that bed. So I'm gonna criticize you for the canvas that you've laid, bro.
Shane, the legend said he fought well for somebody with one arm. Is that true or not? It's a single question. You taking it further than the question.
Did he fight well
with
in the
one
fight?
Arm?
Did he fight well in the fight? The one arm part doesn't exist to me. Did he fight well in the fight?
Shane,
that's not true.
But Shane, that's not. You can't say that, bro, because that's actually the case.
Well, what the?
That's not. That's actually the case.
I saw the replay.
I'm him saying no.
Like when I was there live.
Him not fighting well. What point did he get bashed around the ring? What point
did he win?
Hold on, legend. We got it. I'm trying to get it out of Shane.
Did he win?
Ahead.
Did he win?
That wasn't the question. We didn't ask you that.
Okay, unless you win a fight, you can't fight well. As a champion of his level, bro, you can't fight well. He didn't fight well to me, bro.
You don't believe that, bro. You do not believe that. Come on, Shane.
Damn, young boy.
Come on,
you are a favorite. I
saw
you are a favorite.
I saw the replay.
Go ahead, Legend. Go ahead.
I saw the replay where Gary countered Mark. Like Mark swung, Gary dodged, and he countered. When he rocked him, it was a flush punch, and then he literally like yelled and backed up, and then like Mark tried to capitalize on that. So his shoulder must have been in some serious pain.
Bro, I don't care. I actually don't care. I
This
literally
is-
have no sympathy for this dude. None. None, bro.
Yo,
You
can
made your bed, bro. You're injured
Can
because
I-
of yourself. So I don't
can
care,
I say
bro.
this? Can I say this? Shane ignorance is very consistent. I would definitely give him that. His coldness is very consistent.
Bro,
What was that song by Marion? Is a ice box where my heart used to be. That's
Bro,
that's Shane.
bro, I'm gonna
Hey,
keep it 100, bro. I'm
yo.
gonna keep it 100, yeah, bro. If me and you are fighting, Jeff, and I do a head clash on you, and I get caught,
Right.
I'm not gonna say, well, you fought well for a dude you had a cop. Bro, you done it on yourself. And he done it on
Bro.
himself.
So
He done that to himself.
Okay, so all right, so I'm glad you said that, bro, because I'm about to walk you right into the ditch.
Go ahead.
Badu Jack ain't fight well when he had that big split over his head.
If you remember correctly, Marcus Brown literally dived in with the top of his head into
But
Badu Jack's head.
I ain't asked you that though. I
Yes,
said,
he
did
did.
he fight well?
He fought
Okay.
amazingly well.
Yes.
But it wasn't his fault he had the head clash. It was Gary Russell's fault he had the injury, bro. And I firmly believe that.
Let me get in these comments real quick because you are correct. Willie G says $75 is steep for that. I don't. I like the card. Don't get me wrong. I like
That's
the
8
card.
solid fights, bro. Man, pay for that Ramos fight, man, and that just watch that one, Willie G, and then you can get out the. I'm just playing.
Listen, hold on. Pink Furry Goddess said, "I'm very nervous for Keith Thurman. I believe in him, though, but I have my reasons why I have a lot of concern. Do we got to talk about that off camera? Because I got a bet.
There's no takebacks for bets.
I'm not taking it back at all. I told her, I said, I'm taking her out to dinner, and it's gonna be on y'all.
Hey, you know what I told her? If her dinner on me, it's gonna be bread and water.
Oh man, Willie G said, "What's up, Shane?"
What's up, bro?
Grinder said Thurman will be
Nobody's
okay in the mid rounds. Say it again, Legend.
So like lately, all the pay-per-views for PBC, nobody's really been happy about them. Not Tank and Cruz, not Ortiz and Martin. Just seems like nobody's really happy with the pay-per-views lately.
We gonna get into that. Actually, want to get into that next. Yeah. Pink Furry Goddess said, "Hey Shane, where does the step aside money come from?" It's a good question.
Apparently, it's Bob Arum, but I don't know.
Yeah, so it'll be pretty much Bob Arum from his side of things. Usually, the person that's in control of the A side is usually the one pumping out the step aside money. So that's the answer to that. YSM Sports Media in the building. First of all, I gotta give YSM his flowers. Because Boxing News 24 did do a whole article on the Gary Russell and Maxiel fight, but it was based off of his interview with Bozy. So whenever you get quoted in another person's article, that's great work. So good job by YSM. Said Fury versus Usyk doesn't generate enough money to pay AJ $15 million, along with that being baby money for AJ. I said that earlier. I said Usyk and them really can't afford to pay that step aside money. No, Shane, if AJ steps to Usyk, he has a chance.
Not more than 30%.
Vlog, how you feel about that? You think he got more than a 30% chance if he stepped to him?
Nah, bro, because I haven't seen him do that in his fights. He should have stepped to Ruiz. He didn't. He chose the boxer.
No, he did. He did step to Ruiz, and that's what got him in. That's what. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the second fight.
Oh, the second fight. Yeah.
The second fight, you step to this dude and get that drop back. You get that back. He never went after that. I think they're gonna try to be cute. I think they're just gonna try to out cute him in the second fight, and I don't suggest they go that route.
That furthermore proves Blunt's point about the heart with Dylan White and AJ. Dylan got knocked out and stepped. AJ got knocked out and ran. That's the difference.
Got you.
Can't argue with it.
Hold on. Edwin Castillo in the building said, "What's up, family? Late, but I watched the replay on the spot. Vlog, my guy was good." He said, "Damn, Vlog, Gary, I fight every leap year. Russell is your guy like that, man." Yeah,
Bro,
but he thought he had Messiah winning the fight though.
Yeah, I picked Messiah to win the fight. I got the post up on IG, so go check that out. But as far as respecting what Gary did with one arm, I thought his boxing skills was elite that night. He showed excellent all around boxing skills outside the ability to land punches.
Guess what happened?
Everything else in the game, beautiful.
Guess what happened, blood?
Some shots pretty well.
Guess what happened? You know, guess what happened to Gary Russell? With all of that said, guess what happened?
He lost. We get it. We get it.
Hold on. Legend, we gonna get into your topic, but we gotta address something with Shane. Hold on. Andre Southgate, he said, "What's going on? All salute to all. Was impressed by Russell to fight like that with one arm, but he should have pulled out. It's a shame he lost like that."
He could have pulled out inside the fight.
Burt Wood in the building said Shane Conor been among 3 Brits removed from rankings after failing to enroll in the drug test program.
Eddie had addressed that already, to be honest.
YSM said vlog is 100% right. Great card. I love the card.
Little YSM.
Agree with Shane. Every fighter comes in with an injury, right? I think Gary brought it to light before the fight because maybe in the back of his head he knew he probably lost.
I don't even agree with that point. Why
don't you agree with it?
Because the reason you said every fighter comes in with an injury, that's not even the premise of my argument. The premise of my argument is very simple. Mm-hmm. You spent 2 years out of the ring. That's on you, or whether you want to say it's on Al Heyman, I don't really care. You have to, the fact that you gave another man authority over your career, you have to take responsibility for that. Now you come back into a fight, and it's almost a case of you can't push the fight back because you waited so long. If you fought 6 months ago or 12 months ago, you'd be in a situation where you go, you know what, I got an injury, I can push it back. But because you had to do your mandatory waiting for so long, you had no choice. Because to me, you pushed that fight back. Even Max Sayo's manager said this. If he pushed the fight back, when would we fight? In 2024? That's the truth, bro. If he had pushed the fight back, when would he have scheduled the fight? When? The truth is, bro, I don't care. I actually don't care. Gary Russell Jr. made a bed and he has to sleep in that bed. And I believe he caught injury because he forced his way. You put your body into rest for 2 years and then you try to do things that your body isn't physically capable of doing. And it's like fast tracking your way back into where you was. And there's always going to be problems when you do that. So I don't respect. Not me, bro. Not me.
I gotta roll out the red carpet for my guy here, man. YSM Sports Media. What is going on, player?
First off, I wanna thank you for making me go. I got a lot of great content. I definitely owe you one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Secondly, I just want to say this. Well, I gotta apologize to Jeff. You told me something a long time ago in regards to Gary Russell and Al Heyman, and I didn't realize it until I got in the building. Mm-hmm. And that's, I'll go into detail off camera, but the telecast and watching it live was completely different. Y'all about to get in my ass. Gary won that fight.
I had Gary winning 7-5.
I had Gary winning that fight, and I'm hearing Shane talking like super spicy, and I don't know. That was a masterful performance. And, shout out to Max Sayo, because like Max Sayo really put in a good effort, but he was thoroughly outboxed with one hand. I don't know necessarily what the telecast was promoting, because they had him landing shots that I didn't see him land, and I don't really think that anybody that was there saw him land. But the business of boxing is the business of boxing. He's the champ, and it is what it is.
So hold on, real quick. YSM. So you didn't edge him for pressing. You didn't edge him for creating the confrontations that we had during each round. It wasn't Gary coming forward.
Effective aggressiveness.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. Effective aggressiveness, but at the same time, you're still effective. But you're edging somebody for creating the clash.
He was getting hit 3 times with the same punch in a row.
Who landed more punches in the fight, YSM?
Who landed more punches in the fight? Maxayo, probably.
In my opinion, I judged the fight. I had the scorecard 6-6. I had it 6-6. I had it a draw. But I could see why they gave it to Magsayo purely and simply because I thought Magsayo outlanded him. And when you outland someone round by round by round, you can always edge it to the person who's landed more punches. Now, you can also edge it to the person who's ring generalship. And I understand if you see it 7-5 for Gary, 7-5 for
No, I had it
Magsayo,
8-4. I had 8-4. Like I didn't see it as close as people. Like I'm trying to tell you what tendencies have to happen is what tends to happen is the whoever's announcing really can skew the audience's view by getting really excited about punches that wasn't landing. What I saw was a absolutely masterful performance from an injured fighter. I saw him doing the same punch. The dude knew that he had no right hand, and he couldn't stop it. It was
YSM. He got credit for that mastery that you're saying. That's why it wasn't a whitewash.
Not from me.
When you have your scorecard was a whitewash.
He didn't get credit for me. He didn't get credit for me, bro. You don't count, Shane. You don't count. I'm talking
about the judges. I'm talking about the judges. The judges' scorecard to me says they did give him credit for the mastery boxing that he did as an injured.
Hold on, real quick. Shane, did you just say he don't get no credit from you?
You don't get no credit, bro.
Shane,
I don't give this guy zero credit. I don't care, bro. I don't care.
Shane, this is beyond the ditch. Like you're actually.
No, there's guys.
How did you hold on? How did you score the fight,
guys
Shane?
that's saying that.
How did you score the fight, Shane?
I scored the fight 6-6, and I didn't score the. Wait, Jeff, can I land?
Go ahead.
Let me land.
Go ahead.
I scored the fight 6-6. And I scored it Gary Russell versus Magsayo. I did not score it injured Gary Russell. I did not score. I don't care about. I don't want to hear that. That means nothing to me. He went into that fight to me as a fresh fighter. He went into that fight with no injury. I don't care if he did it. I don't care. It means nothing. It means nothing.
But Shane, is that true though?
Self-sabotage shouldn't be seen as a benefit.
But Shane, but that's separate from Shane. But that's separate from you giving him credit. You can answer that question correctly and still not give him credit. If you
I'm not giving him credit for self-sabotaging. You self-sabotage yourself.
What's up?
Nah, I gotta get back to YSM. He said 8-4. This the same man that said Keith Thurman the best back foot puncher in boxing. I got the question
as far as explosiveness and being able to generate power off the back foot. But
he gets himself in trouble when he goes backwards. He got himself in trouble against Osasito going backwards. He got himself in trouble against Manny going backwards. And he's going to get pushed back by a younger, stronger Barrios in this fight. And he might go to sleep.
Who says Barrios is stronger? Where are you getting that from, Block?
He's the younger fighter. He's the fresher fighter.
He's stronger?
That doesn't mean he's stronger, though.
I estimate him being stronger because I see Thurman.
He wasn't even stronger than Tank.
But come on, bro.
He was winning the Tank fight, bro. Stop it, bro. You act like Tank wasn't feeling no leather in that fight, bro.
No, but but Tank is the smaller fighter.
Tank is a tank. Tank is a tank.
YSM. YSM. You seem like you came with shots for me. So send your shots.
No, man. I just think you need to be careful. I know this is gonna sound weird, right? But be careful the energy that you're putting out, bro, because you may be on the other end of this one day. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving out no credit, no bail. It could come a time where you're gonna need some credit and some bail, man.
I get that, but bro, it's self-sabotage. I can't give credit for self-sabotage.
Bro. Hold on, real quick. Legend, how did you score the fight? Because you was in the building as well.
Legend, you with us?
Say that again.
How you score the fight live? You was in the building. How you have it live?
How'd you score it?
What, for Russell or Mark?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know really how y'all scored, but I just gave it to Mark, but not by much. Not by much at all.
I agree.
I
with
think
that.
I think
Can
Mark
I-
was the more active fighter, and I honestly feel that Russell was doing a little bit of running, but he at the same time he was fighting smart. He was doing what he had to do with one-on.
I'm gonna make.
And
I'm gonna
I feel
actually,
Mark
the
was more
run-
the chaser and more
the
chasing him
running
around.
thing.
But
Go on, YSM.
What is like when people say running? What does running mean? What is that? Fighting off the
ain't
back
going
foot is
nowhere.
running.
necessarily run. I just
And
feel
stand in your ground.
Mark
That's what
was
running
chasing him,
means.
and
Yeah,
Mark
it's
was more
forcing the
active.
fight. So you're putting the pressure on. You're edging the other opponent because
Yeah,
you're
but
That
making
doesn't
moving-
always mean running, though.
How can
That
moving
doesn't always
equate
mean
running?
running. That doesn't always
I
mean
mean, you
running.
could have said
I
Usyk was
just feel
running against Chisora.
Russell
To
was
me, that
just
was more running.
That was
he
running.
was
That was running.
he was fighting how he could with one arm. That's just.
Yeah.
But like I
Hey,
said,
bro, I'm
I
gonna slide up out of here, bro.
did give it to Mark,
My battery dying, bro.
but not
So I'm gonna
by
get on up
All
out
right,
of here.
by
vlog.
margin.
I'll
Hey man,
hit you off camera.
y'all know where y'all hit me up at, man. Look for me, man. We in these streets, we working, man. Shout out to YSM. Your boy still like the best back foot boxer in the game.
YSM, let me ask you. YSM, let me ask you a question. And I
It's all love,
guarantee you,
YSM. You know I'm fucking with you. But I'll let you very
My
soon,
bad.
man.
All right, vlog. I'll hit you off camera.
YSM, let me ask you a question, and I'll ask Jeff this question as well. And this is how you know life is funny. YSM said the commentators or the commentary could have influenced our decision
Yeah.
potentially, but the fact that you knew Gary Russell was injured, and Jeff, you also knew Gary Russell was injured because we brought it up in the live.
Correct.
That could have influenced your decision as well.
Me personally, no. I actually wanted to read a fact out in regards to this fight, and y'all tell me watching the fight, did y'all feel like this fact is accurate? Now, y'all know I don't like punch stats. I don't like copy.
Please, Jeff, come on, come with it, Jeff.
I do not believe CompuBox. I don't like CompuBox at all. But I'm gonna read this fact out. Legend, I don't even know if you know this. The punch stat numbers for the fight was McSayao landed a total of 150 punches. Russell landed 69. When you watched that fight, did you see that discrepancy?
I know it was a big difference in the punch stat.
Hell no.
I don't think it was that. I don't think Magsayo landed so much punches. But I do think Magsayo outlanded Gary Russell, but not by that much.
What's going on?
Yeah, not by that much. And I'm seeing a lot of people saying that he probably won't be champion for long because you know he couldn't get a guy out there with one arm, and that speaks on him that he couldn't get a guy out there with one arm. So he's probably not even gonna be a champ that long.
This dude. But what were you saying, YS? What were you saying, YS? I think he's still on the phone.
I think that was the legend.
Oh, go on, Legend. Sorry, I cut you off.
What you want to get?
Legend.
What do you want to get?
Yo, Legend. Yeah, what were you saying? I cut you off. Yeah.
I was saying that a lot of people were saying since Mark couldn't get Russell out, knowing that he had an injured arm, that speaks on him being a champ. That he's probably not going to be a champion that long.
No, I got busy. I got busy.
This dude is literally speaking.
But
Jeff.
No, I had to handle it.
So stupid. But yeah, bro. I don't know, man. How I saw the fight and I still see the same. That's I saw it 6-6, but the biggest problem was that.
If you want to order something, you can order something.
Falls Russell though, man. I would once he gets his shoulder fixed, man. I would definitely like to try to see him back in the ring this year. He may not get the rematch, but I would definitely like to see him back in the ring this year. Like maybe if Santa Cruz wins, maybe they can make something happen later on in the year.
What's the chances of him being out in the ring again, YSM, this year?
No, I said fair enough.
I don't know. He got a torn tendon, and I doubt it, to be honest.
I mean, from a promotional perspective.
Promotional perspective, unless he gets signed by somebody else, look, it's bad, Shane. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's bad. Like Jeff was right. It's bad. So no, I don't see him coming back. No, not this year. No.
That's one point.
Well, all of that cap he spoke in his entire life.
No,
This
that's
dude is a massive underachiever because he was actually one of the America's biggest talents. You know, he's literally one of America's biggest talents. And you literally just see a dude who was so talented, but unfortunately, wasn't. Yo, Jeff, why didn't you put yourself on mute? You're on. You're speaking the whole time.
Oh, my bad. All right, well. Y'all got insight. Where we at?
Yeah, I was speaking on Mark not going to. Guys, a lot of people feel that since he couldn't get Russell out, knowing that he only used one arm, that speaks on him being a champ. That he's probably not going to be a champion that long.
Now he's got to fight Ray Vargas, and I pick Ray Vargas to beat Magsayo, to be honest.
Mark is trash truck juice, man. I'm not.
So wait, Jeff. Sorry, Wyatt. I'm sorry, I didn't have to do this. So you're giving Gary Russell credit for beating or losing or drawing or having a close fight with Trash Truck Juice. He had a close fight with Trash Truck Juice.
Hey Shane, I gotta ask this: who hurt you,
bro? Gary hurt.
Who hurt you?
Gary Russell. Bro, you can't send shots. You can't send shots the way Gary Russell sends shots. And bro, when it's your time for the shots to be sent your direction, you have to be able to hold it, bro.
You got the temperament of a super villain, yo.
Yo, I told you, Shane is ice cold, bro.
There was another person I was like this with as well. I don't remember who it was.
Shane, but I'm
that's his new name. That's ice cold.
Ice
no
cold
longer Shane. His name's ice cold.
Ice cold Shane. I'm gonna give you several examples of why I'm giving Gary credit.
Don't bring up the injury.
Huh?
Don't bring up the injury. Don't bring up the injury.
Why? But that's what happened though. Like you want me to bring up something? You want me to not bring up something that was actually the truth? Like that's what you're asking me to do.
But that's my point. I told you you're allowing the premise of the fact that you knew he was injured to cloud your judgment.
Bro, but we are talking in reality. This is not fantasy, bro. Like
he was still able to use the hand in the first 3 rounds.
That was the reality.
That makes it even worse. You can use your hands then. You're not that injured. You can use it.
But Shane,
in the first 3 rounds, and then he hurt it significantly.
But
you
Shane,
saw it.
Who are you beating with one arm? Nobody.
Well,
nobody with one arm.
Let me put it this way. I don't have to beat anyone with one arm. Do you know why? Because I'm not WBC champion. I'm not saying I'll knock out Terence Crawford. I'm not saying I'll knock out Devin Haney. So it don't make a difference, bro. So, you can't beat this much cap and then fight like that.
Listen. That's what I'm saying. Like you're trying to separate. You're trying to make it seem like it wasn't an injury there when you know with your own 2 eyes there was an injury there.
Due to self-sabotage.
Even if you want to say that, right? From the 4th round on, was it self-sabotage?
Yep.
How? How? Don't do that, Shane. How?
Because you came into the ring already with that injury. And you caused that injury.
But I specifically asked you from the 4th round on, was it self-sabotage?
The 4th round on you, it was out of your hands at that point.
So how was it self-sabotage if it was out of his hands?
Because you already shot yourself in the foot already. Don't get upset because you're limping now. You shot yourself in the foot. Now you can't walk straight. That's your fault.
But it still don't change the fact that he can't walk straight. That's my point, Shane.
Well, you shot yourself in the foot. No one told you to shoot yourself in the foot.
Shane, bro, this is why I said if you don't want to give him credit for what he did, that's cool. All I want you to do is stop saying that the fact that the man wasn't hurt. That was the case.
I'm saying he was hurt due to self-sabotage. That's what I'm saying.
So all right. So I'm gonna give you an example, right? This is why I'm giving Gary credit. Now, YSM, you know this. I think you knew about it, but I don't know who told who first. But we knew Jesse was hurt the week of the fight with Joe, right?
Yeah.
How did that fight go?
He lost.
Very
Oh.
badly.
Very bad. He offensively, he could not do anything in that.
No.
And I didn't give him credit.
But I didn't give him credit neither because he didn't do anything. It was beyond the injury. He didn't do anything offensively, even with the injury.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything offensively. So I didn't give him any credit. And that's my guy. Like, that's my guy. Like, I can literally call him on the phone right now. Like, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Take Berlanga. YSM, did he not tear his rotator cuff in that fight?
Yes, he did.
Right. So, and he got knocked down in that fight. But he actually won the fight.
And I didn't give him credit for that neither.
But that's where I say you ice cold Shane now. Because somebody that has a torn rotator cuff, that anybody that has an injury that affects you actually throwing a punch, which is actually your job in a fight, and he actually goes and wins the fight, you have to give it up. You got to give it up. You have to.
I don't.
Jeff, I got a question for you and the legend.
Yeah.
Is Gary better than you thought? The same or worse than what you thought?
Legend, answer that first, bro.
Hey, say that again.
Is Gary better than what you thought? The same or worse than what you thought? After that performance, what you saw?
Man, I think I would say the same.
The same, Jeff?
This dude.
All right, well, I'm gonna say this, right? Gary, I always thought that Gary has pound for pound skills. Gary is a better fighter than what I thought. He showed me a completely different dimension. I didn't know that. Normally Gary kind of brings the fight. I didn't know Gary could fight so well off his back foot. He's better than what I thought.
Right.
And I can't wait.
You know what, man? I'll take that back, man. I'll take that back. I would say better. I would say better. Speaking on the fact that he fought with one hand, so I would say better. I'll take that back.
Do you know, Shane, you know how hard it is to? He fought with the backhand, so it's not the lead hand where you can jab. You can do a lot more creative things with the lead hand as opposed to the backhand. But he did it. He landed the same punch over and over and over again, and the dude just couldn't get out the way.
But he lost.
Right.
Okay, he lost. Okay, question: who won? John Ryder.
But he didn't lose by like a wide margin.
What do you say?
He still one-on-one judge the scorecard.
Who won? Callum Smith or John Ryder, in your opinion?
In my opinion, John Ryder.
But he lost. In my Shane voice. But he lost.
He lost.
Yeah. But how you saw the fight is okay then. Exactly.
I can't discredit you for seeing the fight a certain way, bro. Because I understand why you see it that way. But at the same time, bro, it's just the case of, for me, and the way I see Gary Russell, and the way Gary Russell has portrayed himself to be, and the way I see Magsayo, you shouldn't be even having a close fight with this dude.
Shane, you acting like, you know what, man? Shane, what did Gary do to you? Yo? Y'all got beef? Y'all got beef in the streets?
He just
I need to find out. You and Gary got beef in the streets. Did something go on in DC? Was you in DC before you came to Philly? I need to know these things.
Nah, bro. Gary Russell just talks so much crap, bro. This dude talks so much crap.
He's really good.
Yo.
He's real. I think you need to go back and take the hate out your heart. Go back and watch that fight from a pure boxing analyst standpoint. He is very, very good.
He is good. He just shouldn't be losing to Magsayo.
Oh man, yo, this kid, man, ice cold, bro.
Bro, I don't. The difference, the problem is, if I saw the fight the way you guys saw the fight,
I definitely need to.
Say it again, Legend. You cut in and out, bro.
I was saying, like, since I've seen it live, I definitely want to see it on TV and rewatch it. You know what I mean? From sitting at home and watching it. You know, even though I was there live, I just want to sit back and watch the whole fight again.
Well, let me know what you think,
and
though.
you know, give it another opinion.
Yo, you from Philly?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm from Maryland.
From Maryland, and you drove all the way up?
Yeah, he drove the AC. Yep.
I'm
Yo,
from
that's what's
Maryland.
up, man. Yo, it was a really good. It was a good
where's
atmosphere.
I drove. Yeah, I drove.
Where's that?
You
2
said
states
what?
down.
That's 2 states over.
Oh, the same state
Yeah.
as Baltimore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
went through.
yeah.
I took a ferry through Delaware to get in Atlantic City. I always do. I've been
Okay.
traveling to Atlantic City all the time, way before even going to this fight. But the
That's a
last big
good
fight
move.
that I went to in Atlantic City was Shields, when Shields fought.
Oh, Shield Sabazi.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Boots
yeah.
fought the
Yeah,
Russian
Boots
boy
was on the-
undercard.
Yeah, he's on the undercard. He's a co-man. Yeah. Hey, Shane, I actually want to ask you a question. And I just want to see, your answer is gonna depend on how cold you are. All right. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite fighter right now?
I don't have one.
Who's one of your favorites right now?
Demetrius Andrade.
Give me another one.
Dimitri Bivol.
Give me another one.
Alexander Usyk.
I'm surprised you ain't say this name yet. Keep going.
Come on, bro. I know your favorite fighter is. Stop lying.
You
I'm
really
thinking.
dodging. You really dodging. You really
Bro,
dodging.
I'm telling you my favorite
Shane,
fight. Terrence
Shane, if
Crawford.
I ask you who's one of your favorite fighters, and I got YSM on the line, who do you think I'm talking about?
Terrence Crawford.
You
Cool
full of
boy,
shit.
bro.
Cool boy.
Oh,
Stop
cool
playing.
boy Steph. Of course,
Okay.
cool boy Steph. No,
Okay.
but bro,
Hold on.
cool boy is definitely
let
up
me-
there, but it depends
hold
on the
on.
day, bro.
But
It
let me
depends on the
hold
day.
on. Hold on,
Cool
bro.
boy,
Hold
definitely.
on. Listen, hold on. So I'm about to find out if this is about Gary or if you really standing on your square.
Mhm.
So if Cool Boy goes into a fight with the same injury Gary Russell has, he fights a Mixayao type guy.
Mhm.
He wins on some people's scorecards. He wins 7 rounds out of the 12. Would you say the same thing about Cool Boy?
Can I answer the question?
You sure can.
So don't
I want-
interrupt me.
I want you to lie.
I'm listening. YSM Legend,
I
don't
want you to
interrupt.
lie. Lie to my face.
Hold on. I'm gonna put myself on mute. Go ahead.
The reason why I won't give Cool Boy the same response is 2 reasons. One, because I believe the injury that Gary Russell had was down to self-sabotage. You didn't say Cool Boy Steph he didn't ride a bike down Broad Street and break his ankle then go into the ring. That's self-sabotage. He didn't do that. Neither has Cool Boy Steph gone out and spoken so boisterous and flamboyant about himself, but then fails to flatter. That's the difference. So that's why. I'm not criticizing him because he's injured. I'm criticizing him. He's injured because of self-sabotage. That's why.
So this is Gary. This is Gary. Okay.
Yeah,
This
it's
is Gary.
because of Gary,
Okay.
because of
That's all I wanted.
self-sabotage.
Okay, that's all right. That's all I wanted to.
I
That's
got
all I
some
wanted to
news
get
to share, yeah.
What's up?
Cool Boy wants the winner after he becomes undisputed.
Of who?
Gary and Mixayo.
I can see that. I watched that interview with you and Cool Boy as well. But by the way, I don't know why I don't know if we gotta sort something out with this Cool Boy situation, bro. We need to sort something out, bro.
You don't answer your phone. What has got to be sorted out?
No, he do be around. What he do be around Cool Boy all the time, man.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm just annoyed. And bro, to be honest, I would have said Cool Boy Steph probably second or probably first or second. The only reason why I didn't was because I knew Jeff was trying to set me up for something. And I just wanted to say names that he wouldn't expect me to say. So I knew he wasn't going to expect me to say Demetrius
He was
Andrade.
saying dudes that he ain't even like that. Like, what
That's
do you
what I'm
ever
saying.
hear
That's
him
what I'm
talk
saying.
about?
Like, I'm surprised he ain't said his name yet.
Like, come
Jeff,
on.
firstly, Jeff, you know I like Bibble. You know that. And
Yeah.
Andrade, to be honest, I like Andrade more now than I did, let's say, 3 years ago. I like Andrade more now.
But but you enjoy Cool Boy's game the most.
Nah, it's what like. There's no other Cool Boy Steph and Dimitri Bivol. They're those two in the ring and Usyk. I enjoy them the most. Those are my favorite fighters to watch.
Yeah,
And probably not so much Dimitri Bivol anymore. I mean old Bivol. Now it's Cool Boy Steph and Usyk. Them two, my favorite fighters to watch.
Let me get through these few comments real quick. Edwin Castillo agree with Shane. Every fighter comes in with an injury, right?
You already read that.
I read that one. Okay, I'm sorry. Andre Southgate, fair play. Russell decided to fight him knowing he had an injury. He lost fairly. That was his wrongdoing. It's just a shame he had to lose like that. Russell has a great jab that he couldn't use. Edwin said, yeah, vlog, I know you had Mixayo. I hit you up on IG. PBC is a sinking ship, my guys. I don't agree with that, but this time, yeah, he hated PBC. This time next year, I will have taken the bag and bounce hot dog news and salt weather will be with Triller talking. You are cruel, bro. About that's the greatest promotion out there. Said Mixayo outlanded Gary and looked like he showed mercy, if anything. Oh wow,
mercy.
Yeah,
trying to take his head off.
Bert, he said G5 quote on interview quote.
Nio will
fight Casemiro Donaire, then
he took him out
Anui. He talking about Anui. Okay. He threw me off there for a second.
I can't see him fighting Casemiro.
I don't see him fighting Casemiro. All right. So I had to establish that this was a Gary. This was more so of a Gary.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
YSM, and then I'll ask Jeff this.
Go ahead.
Don't say Boots. Who's your favorite fighter? Don't say Boots.
Boots isn't my favorite fighter.
I thought you was gonna say Boots. I swear, because I know you.
I knew he wasn't gonna say Boots.
No, you know why? Because you think Boots is the best fighter at 147. So I just thought you were gonna say Boots.
Yeah, Boots isn't my favorite fighter though.
Okay, fair enough. My bad. Go ahead.
Now or
no, modern current.
Deontay Wilder.
He would have been up there if he beat Fury.
No. You said my favorite. It ain't got anything to do with the best or anything. My favorite.
No, definitely.
Yeah,
I understand why as well, because he stands for something outside of boxing. So
I was a Wilder fan before he stood for something. I just like Wilder.
He's entertaining as well. So who wouldn't like Wilder?
Were you one of them? Favorite?
I like One Time. I like Inoue.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, all time, Andre Ward's number one for me. Then number two, Juan Manuel Marquez.
It has to be Floyd, bro. But
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, I'm just saying for me, it has to be Floyd.
For Shane is Floyd.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I was born on Floyd, bro. I was born on Floyd and Lennox Lewis, bro. Born on Floyd and Lennox Lewis. Literally, if it wasn't for Lennox Lewis, I wouldn't even be a boxing fan right now.
Yeah, me all time James Toney. Yeah, for me all time. Right now, I don't know if I have.
I said I don't have one, so you have to force yourself.
No, one of my favorites is Jamel Charlo.
Mel.
That's just me. Yeah, Mel, not Mo.
Not Mo, but Mel.
Yeah, Mel.
Mel's gonna get that get back with Castano, bro.
Yeah, I actually think
that was a good fight there, but
I think Charlo will win.
And has the rematch been set yet?
It's March,
or are they still in talks?
Yo,
no, it's
Charlo gonna beat him. It's normally the guy that had the better success in the later rounds. What can Castano do differently? That is in that skill set.
Nothing. Castano fights the same way every fight.
Nothing. Yeah. I listen. All Charlo has to do is keep his back off the ropes, and he gonna win that fight easily.
Yeah,
easily. It was just a bad. I just felt like he was being lazy in that fight. Like, because there's several ways you can get Castano offer you with his skill set. I'm talking about with his athleticism and his skill set. There was various things that he could have did to create space
In
and
fact,
make it
the
easy.
first thing he was doing wrong was he was sliding instead of like actually bouncing left and right. If you
Yeah, he
bounce left
wasn't
and right, you
pivoting.
keep both sides open. If you
Yeah, he
slide
wasn't
your
pivoting.
feet backwards, you're only gonna you're only going back in straight lines. He didn't circle enough, which
Yeah,
creates left and right. So
no pivoting. I mean,
mm,
the bare basics would have got him past Castano, and I'm talking pivoting to your left, pivoting to your right. No, he did no feints. Do no feints at
don't go
all.
back in straight lines.
Don't go back in a straight line. He wasn't actively using his jab up and down. And you have to
Nope.
give a guy something to think about before he walks through the front door. And he gave him nothing to think about walking through the front door. It's just he just fought lazy to me. He fought lazy. When you don't fight discipline, you're fighting lazy. You know what I mean? Like, so I just felt like he fought really lazy
Give
in
me
that
a
fight.
name, Jeff. Right now in boxing, give me at least one name. First thing that comes to your head, who would you say?
Yo, I got a bunch of DJ Clue signs right now, man. A bunch of question marks, man. I don't know. Damn, that's a good question. Just one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good question.
So many fighters, man. There's so many.
Damn,
And
bro.
you know the hardest thing? I can't even answer for Jeff because Jeff has never shown a bias to a fighter, probably other than Gary Russell that he's doing right now.
That's not even biased. That's just being real. Like I ain't even being
I'm
biased.
joking.
I
I'm
just
joking.
any this I think is more of a more of a detriment to McSayo than Gary.
Hey Jeff, can I say something real fast?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was embarrassed for Max Allen.
Why is that?
He was sitting there with a dude that only had one hand and really he really couldn't capitalize on it. It was embarrassing to watch.
That's what I was saying. That a lot of people. That's why I was saying a lot of people don't feel he's going to be champ long because you couldn't get rid of a guy with one arm.
That's what I'm telling you. Ray Vargas.
Not saying that's not an opinion of mine. That's just what I see a lot of fans saying.
Yeah, that's not I listen. If you are a world class level fighter and you're fighting somebody with one arm, and there's discussions about whether you won the fight, that's a problem. That is a problem. That is a huge problem. Now Gary's not the easiest guy to look good against under normal circumstances. He's a southpaw, fast hands. His footwork is not really known to be great, but he's shown really good footwork in that fight. Because you can't stand in the pocket with one arm, so he has to move. You know what I mean? Like he has to move. Like he had to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
saying? He had to move. Yeah.
He's strategic. You know what I'm saying? So he's not the easiest guy to look good against. But if you are a world class fighter, so Shane, if Gary Russell goes into a fight with Cool Boy with one arm, what's happening?
Cool Boy's gonna win the fight.
He's gonna get stopped. He's gonna get stopped. You know what I'm saying? You can. It's a couple guys. You put him. Shakur goes up against him with one arm. Gary's getting stopped. Navarrete, he's getting stopped. So there's it's an indictment on. I understand how cold you are with Gary and
I agree
reasons why you're cold.
I agree with everything you just said.
Yeah, McSayo, that is a bad endorsement.
But he's gonna lose to Ray Vargas. That's his next fight. He's gonna. I thought Gary Russell would have lost to Ray Vargas. To be honest, the fact that WBT had him on the bench for so long, bro, I just want to see that fight. Right?
That'd have been a tough fight. That'd have been a tough fight for Gary.
Cool Boy was looking at that nigga like he was a snack, yo. I'm talking about Ruffles, cheddar sour cream and onion with the riches, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. YSM as much, and I'm gonna tell him myself personally. Firstly, Fulton owes me because I flew all the way to Philly to see this dude and he left, so he owes me. Secondly, as much as I hope and I want this dude to do well, I hope he keeps his eyes on the prize. And undisputed, Ahmed Aliyev is not going to be an easy fight. That's all I hope he knows. It's not going to be an easy fight. It's going to be a tough fight. Ahmed Alive is cleaner than Figueroa in the pocket. So a lot of the shots that Figueroa was able to smother, Ahmed Alive is going to be able to exchange. Not saying he's going to win, because I do think Fulton's going to win, but I just feel it's going to be a tougher fight. I hope he don't take his eyes off the prize.
Yeah, I think. But see, the
Do you
thing
think?
is,
Do you think they should rematch?
not yet.
Cool boy,
Nah, bro,
Figueroa.
undisputed,
You
bro.
think they should
Not
rematch?
yet.
Undisputed. Undisputed. I don't want him to fight Roman either. Roman got beat by Ahmed Alive. I don't want to see that fight.
Legend, not yet. I wouldn't mind seeing that rematch though, but Cool Boy did win the
Not
fight
yet,
though,
yeah.
and I think I
Yeah.
think he need to go on and handle the business that he need to handle.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy the McSiao situation, because I'm like, it's this probably at 126. I don't really see him beating anybody in the top 10.
Nah, he beats Kiko.
He beat who?
He beats Kiko.
I don't know if he beats Kiko.
He
I
beat.
don't know if he beats Kiko.
He beats Kiko.
But is
I
Kiko top
think
10
so.
though?
But
Kiko's a champion. He has to be top 10.
Yeah. Kiko is a champ.
I-
Oh, no. Maxayo destroys Warrington.
Potentially. Yeah, he does. He does.
Maxayo would disrespect.
No. Maxayo destroys Warrington.
But
He
you
has
just
to
said
be
Warrington to
destroyed.
beat Kiko.
That's because
Clearly, you said clearly though.
No, I say this because Maxayo's volume. Kiko was single. It's easier for you to avoid a good single than a volume.
I give you that.
Plus, down the stretch, I think Kiko might tire. Warrington, if there's anything Warrington has, is good engine. He's always had a good engine. So I just think he might get outworked.
Yeah, I don't see it. He might beat one guy. That might be the only guy he'll beat out the top 10.
I mean, I don't see
not with that performance.
He gets destroyed by Navarrete. The funniest thing is, I think the two best people I think beats Navarrete don't even have a belt. I thought Gary Russell had the best chance of beating Navarrete, and I think Ray Vargas, and neither of them have a belt. So it's funny.
Nah, Navarrete puts Bull in the hospital.
That's a fact. Navarrete
Navarrete
punch variety is so nasty, bro.
He will put Magsayo in a casket.
Yo,
he will put him in a casket and send him to
a premium. I'm talking about they spent like $8-9 grand just on the casket, not the funeral, just the casket. Luxury.
That was one of the fights I really wanted to see. When Shakur was at 126, I wanted to see him versus Navarrete. I won't even lie to you. I won't even cap.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. Forget the custom casket, man. They might have him in an urn like the Undertaker. Real rap. You know what I'm saying? Paul Bear and all that walking to the ring.
you know who be Paul Bear? Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao came out quick. He came out quick in support of Magsayo, saying he's another Filipino fighter.
Hey Shane, he gonna be holding the urn.
Yeah, you gonna be holding the urn, Shane.
Bro, but yeah, I think it's. But YSM, I see your numbers climbing. You'll probably be at 10,000 by the end of the month.
Hopefully.
Yeah, he
numbers climbing real quick.
For people that don't know, like, it is very difficult to get acknowledgement from another
facts
like boxing source, and I'm talking like website source. Yeah, like that is not easy to do, but that's why I told you off camera. I was like, the fact that you got declined, that's why I said that's something that needs to be addressed.
It's the same thing. Like YSM's growing rapid, like real rapid, faster than channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and just in terms of where he's reaching. Like even like we were talking about this earlier, Jeff. Blunt is growing faster than this channel's growing, but like it's
subscribers.
in terms of subscribers, that's what I meant. Like it's just good.
I say this. Yeah, it's one of them things. I'm just like you can put. I know why we talked about this a long time ago. I'm like, you can put in all the great work that you possibly can. A lot of times, it's maybe it might be one interview, it might be one moment, something might happen that just kind of just puts you up there. Like the reason you get the numbers, it ain't because of the type of work that you do. It's just
No,
the type of work that you do is connecting with
Con-
certain people. You
and
know
it's
what I mean? Like
consistent as
so,
well.
it's
It's not a
consistent.
one-off. Like
It's consistent work.
YSM
So
doesn't have a one video that pops off and then have 10, 15 videos that he's consistently putting
yeah.
out work. It's
So
consistent. So,
it's
yeah,
it's
man. I can see you
I the
reaching 10,000
only
real quick.
only suggestion I have, man. I'm like, you gotta show your face some more, bro. You gotta show your
you got
face some
to.
more, man. If it's because the thing is, and for this one reason and one reason only, you're at a point now where people are stealing your shit. If your face is on camera, they can't steal your shit. But we talked
Literally.
about that off camera before that. That was the case. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, that's
you
true. I didn't even look at
literally,
it like that.
yeah, you literally. I know your views on it, um, but when you got some of the biggest channels in the world purposely stealing, and we can't pull up on them, because Lord knows I will pull up on them with you. Like Lord knows I would. But because it's just a respect thing, like it's just a lack of respect. You know what I'm saying? But that's really the only civilized
I
way we can
wouldn't
stop it.
even do that. I wouldn't even do that, and I know why. That's the funniest thing. I wouldn't even do that, and I know it. I wouldn't
Yeah,
even like. I
I
would pick
would
up a clip and put it up, and I
I
know
would,
it.
yeah, like I would, like if I want, like I would call and be like, "Yo, bro, it's this clip you got? Like I kind of want to use it just to, like I would get the green light from him. And we family, like you know what I'm saying? Like I would get the green light from him. Like these dudes don't even know him, and they just taking this shit. They
Literally,
re-stamping it. They putting that's like taking somebody brick and putting your own stamp on the joint on the block. Like what is going on, man? Like this ain't your dope. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, but nah, man, it got one of the
Hey,
fastest growing channels out there, man, for sure.
what are you gonna say?
yo, so well, number one, I appreciate all the love and the compliments, right? To me, you have the best live show on YouTube. But the funny thing about YouTube is they push what they want to push and who they want to push.
That's a
Facts.
fact.
You know
That's
what
a
I'm
fact.
saying?
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
a fact.
people out here like yourselves that's giving out real content, like real content, real in depth, no lies, no sizzle, just breaking down the fights and the business how they see it. But to me, these fans, they'll like something. Oh yeah, Terrence Crawford tells Earl Spence that his baby mama is ugly, and then they have 100,000 views, and I'm sitting there like, what?
Cause I
Bro, YSM, you know what's man? I literally there's a channel, yeah, and I know what you said is in jest, but there's a channel. I don't know the name of it. I saw it on Instagram. There's a channel that literally all they do is Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence lives.
yeah, but it's a lot of them like that though. There's a lot of them like that. Um,
Since Wilder died, bro,
a
and
lot
when
of
I
these
mean died, I
channels, a lot of
mean
these channels,
like
yeah,
he's not in the streets anymore. He's not being spoken about. A lot of these channels, all they're doing is talking about Errol Spence and Crawford. And
I,
to me, bro, I don't understand it. Like boxing is
I,
so big.
cause that's the thing. Like, is this? I don't get frustrated by it because I'm like, we're in the minority. Like, somebody that's going to drive from Maryland to AC to go watch a fight live, like that's different. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not many out here that's actually doing that, or somebody that's willing to jump on a podcast just to talk some boxing. Like we're in the minority. Like all day long, we in the minority.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like so, you
yeah.
have people
Yeah, I want
that
to thank you, man,
are.
for
Go ahead, legend.
yeah. I was saying I want to thank you too, man, like for bringing me on, man. Like this is my actual first time actually being in the podcast. You know, it feel like
Yeah.
home to be honest with you, man. It feel like
Hey
home.
man,
Bro, I'm
that's
not gonna
I mean, cause
that's
chatting with
kind of the
fans,
model,
man, is
bro.
something I love, man.
that's the
That's kind
that's
of the
the
model,
model.
bro.
That's the
That's the
model.
model, bro.
You know
We
what I
just
mean? You
Mm,
come
like
on,
yeah,
just get your
right?
opinions
Come
on things. I
on.
don't
yeah,
feel like I feel like a lot of channels and unfairly do this as well. They make it. like they put themselves in a position where they forget that they're a fan. And at the end of the day, bro, what makes YSM who he is, or what makes anyone else in the game what they is they started off as a spectator, and you had an opinion. Your opinion shouldn't be valued more than another person just because you have subscribers. So it shouldn't be valued $5 super chat or $10 super chat. Someone should have a chance to say an opinion.
I done been on here for years, even before the podcast, just live. I have never once got on here and say, "Yo, send me a super chat and I'll read your comment." Not one time, not one time. And YSM, we ain't gotta say no names, bro. We ain't gotta say no names. There's people that's doing 8-hour shifts online for super chats. Like when you go on their lives and they say the goal for this live is X amount of dollars, that's a problem.
Huh?
That's a problem.
Bro,
That's a problem.
Yeah,
That's the problem. I ain't saying no names because I ain't knocking nobody hustle, but I'm not gonna be a slave.
I can like, bro. There's a channel that literally, when they go live, and they're literally looking for a certain amount of super chats before they come.
They're looking for a certain amount of super chats
Bro.
for a certain amount of money. I'm not gonna be a slave to YouTube. I just refuse.
I feel you.
I refuse to do that. Because what's the difference between you doing that and you doing having a regular 9 to 5?
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no difference. Bro.
Yeah. Jeff, it's the lies for me though, right? My credibility is the most important thing. Right. The lies is like you need to lie for people really to take an interest in what you're doing.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like the dude I was telling you about off camera that was selling the anti-LGBTQ stuff. Like I just, matter of fact, that's the same person that had Rick on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah, my name and my credibility is very important. It's the most important thing to me. And I can't look in the mirror and be like, yo, like I made money or I made my fame off of defaming some other movement or somebody else. Like that's my
bro, I'm
you know what I'm
jump
saying?
off,
like I just no, go ahead because I'm going to jump off too. But
the reason
I just want to get that out of here.
Tired, but YSM definitely message me or call me.
Please get Cool Boy on the line with him, man, and maybe hit his heart.
I hope to see you soon. I don't know if you joined the fantasy league, bro, but definitely join the fantasy league. Where we got. I will answer. I promise you.
I will give Shane. I will give you a heads up when YSM is around, Cool Boy, and I will message you.
That's all.
Answer your phone.
If I don't answer the phone, YSM, it's on me, and I have to eat that.
No. If you don't answer your phone, you're gonna be working Warrington versus Kiko Martinez, my man. Yeah.
Nah, bro. I owe you anyway. If I owe you one, I owe you one.
Oh man, that's funny. Big shout out to Ashley's Corner. What's going on? Said I know a few channels that does that. Yeah, I just listen, Ashley. I'm not knocking the hustle. I just choose to. It's so many other ways to go about monetizing without being a slave to the, without being a slave to the to YouTube and everything else, man. Like, but Shane, give me your social media. We're gonna get up out of here, bro.
I'm Shane the number 1. That's on Instagram. A legend, as I said, join the fantasy league, bro. We're kicking $550 for the winner. Don't feel like you're behind the league because next week there's gonna be 8 fights, and you can go from last to first next week. Literally.
And the thing about February 5th, whoever gets the most victories, the most predictions correct, I'm gonna put up $1.25, $1.25 to whoever got the most joints for February 5th, and it's free. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's free, so you know what I mean. But listen, Legend, we appreciate you jumping on because we offer this to a lot of people, and we realize how said bring it. Yeah, for sure. 125 for February 5th.
I appreciate it, man.
For sure. Nah, but not
You have a
everybody
channel
takes the
yourself. You
invitation.
have a channel yourself.
He said, "Do you have a channel?" He said, "Do you have a channel?"
Do I have a channel?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah,
not a boxing the channel. Nah, I made a YouTube like, but I don't really got nothing boxing related. Yeah, I
hey
ain't
man,
got
but listen,
thousands of
you
subscribers or
come,
nothing like that. But yeah,
listen, you can
I did
come.
create a YouTube.
Hey, you can come on here anytime, man, because we don't get a lot of people that actually accept the invitation because it's for some reason people they're just not used to channels being like, yo, you want to jump on? You want to jump on? You want to jump on? Like they not used to it. So when we offer it to them, they be like, what? Like really? Like, and they don't
I
take
couldn't
it.
wait,
So,
man. When you told me about it, I couldn't wait, man. Be honest. I said I couldn't
yeah,
wait.
I said
Yeah,
because
cause I
Shane,
said
I
it feel
didn't
like
know.
home, man. Like this is my first one, and it feel like home. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's similar to the group chat. Like I go into the group chat and I feel like I'm at home because all them dudes is crazy and talk boxing all day long.
What group chat?
The group Instagram. He on the Instagram chat.
Hell no,
Yeah.
that group chat is poison.
Like,
If you stay in that group chat, you will lose so much sleep. That group chat is so intense. Like you would be texting all day. I don't know how these guys got the energy for it.
Listen, they be on all day, all night, man. But Charles Wilson in the building. He said, "What's up, bro? G5 Jeff TV and fellas."
Stop, bro. But yeah, I'm
Charles
literally
Wilson, big
back
shout
off,
out
bro.
to you. But listen, we up out of here, man. On behalf of the legend, YSM, Boxing First Vlog, VP Shane, and your boy G5 Jeff TV, man. We gonna be on tomorrow. I don't know what the topic gonna be, but we gonna figure that shit out. All right.